And yeah, the defensive chopper, if that goes against the King Puff, then that's brutal for Denners. It's gonna be really hard to overcome the matchup.
That's the Morgul, the Stun Lancers, the tank. I mean, like half his deck is out of play against that card, basically.
But we're going on to game 1, and we see Denners bringing his Stormbringer versus the Rappo from Shrivel. And
another Rappo. Interesting.
Yeah, another Rappo. And Rappo is not a master we've seen a lot of play on tournaments, but we'll see. Maybe
I think the first
we see some sick plays for Rappo.
See, Shrivel has the Fireball in hand and does use it against the nurse there. Just offensively going for it.
Yeah. Now, another important thing to mention is why we changed the banning process, and that's because when players are stuck with a master, then it's really easy to counter with your cards in sideboard. And having options to always have an extra deck in hand makes it a little harder for your opponent to counter you.
Yeah, once you do have the side deck as a mechanic in your tournament, it's difficult to, well, it's not optimal to be able to allow players to have the same deck after winning.
So we see a Cleaver drop on the top bridge to counter a Sniper. It's pretty much of an overkill, but I don't think there was.
And against Rappo.
Yeah. Against Rappo, that Cleaver is going to be really ineffective.
Especially with Stun Lancers as well.
Yeah.
Just shut him down. Sit down, sir. Next one, please.
Not only the Stun Lancers, but the deck in general is quite spammy, and I don't think we're going to see that Cleaver even get across that bridge easily. And already Denner's taking about 1,000 damage from this swarmy minions.
And the Stun Lancers are shutting down everything on Denner's side here.
Yeah.
Slowly be able to take him down, but this is very, it's pretty bad for him. I mean, he's losing more HP than he really wants to here.
I mean, he slightly mistimed the placement on the Crystal Construct, and one of the Stun Lancers actually was targeting face while the other stunned the Construct. And oh, that Golem took a lot of damage from the Daka.
And it seems like Shrivel does not have Telic in his deck anymore.
Shrivel does not have... Oh my god, that's a report for me. And now Dennis is
a ban.
Taking damage. That is a DQ.
That is not allowed, sir. But yeah, Dennis here is really hurting, and Shrivel barely lost any health, and I mean, he's also way ahead on XP.
I mean, Dennis is letting Stormbringer kill the minions that are in his face, but he is not realizing that he's taking quite a bit of time to do so, and this Whirly Scrap plus a few Scraps and Swarmers are dealing a lot of damage to his face, and now the HP difference is quite huge right now for Shrivel, and he just got a huge mana advantage with that Banner Man, allowing the Sniper to stay alive.
If you were watching Shrivel's perspective there, you saw that he was hovering the Banner Man, and just for a while just waiting for that counter. Though he did almost fuck it up. I saw he almost misclicked there at the end, I'm pretty sure. Thankfully, it worked out for him though. But yeah, this is probably going to be the end quite soon here.
Snipers plus the Snipers. And that is game 1 going towards Shrivel. And
Rappo still not horrible, I guess, in the right hands.
Yeah. Now, we'll see players sideboard in 3 minutes, and Denners cannot play his Stormbringer. Now, he can choose between the King Puff and the Volko. And against Rappo, I'm going to say the Volko is going to have a lot more chances with the Bridge Burn. But...
Wait, what? Wait, are you saying Shrivel won, right? So he has to change his Rappo deck, not the other way around.
I mean, yeah, it is the other way around. Sorry. The Rappo is eliminated. The Rappo is eliminated from Shrivel, and he can pick between the King Puff and Ravager. Yeah, my bad.
But Denners still has the option of playing all 3 of his remaining decks, yes?
Denners can play Stormbringer, Setsu is banned, Volko and King Puff. Setsu is banned, so he can play. He can still play the same 3 decks.
Yeah, he has a lot of options then.
I mean, right now you have to think if you're gonna try to counter King Puff or Ravager, or try to do some kind of a mix, because obviously you're not gonna know for certain.
I mean, with the sideboard here, I mean, I mean, I don't know. Since Shrivel just dropped the Thelic in his first deck, maybe he's just said, you know what? I'm not actually gonna bring my memes. I'm gonna be serious. And in that case, I don't know. I mean, maybe Dennis can go for like his Volko deck here, put in some cheaper minions and some spells, get like a really quick cycle going, and try to burn him down if he plays against any of these other decks here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an interesting strategy if you ask me. The way he brings Thelic and he just completely removes it from the deck to build something different, because maybe their opponents are they see Thelic in all the decks. They see a lot of spells in the sideboard as well as in the main decks. So
I just also just I don't think Dennis would want to bring his KP at all though, because like I'm personally, if I was Cheryl, I would put the defensive chopper in definitely, just to be safe. And against the KP deck, that would be horribly good.
Yeah. Now, let's see. We see King Puff versus Ravager, and
got a little scrat there.
Yeah, Sewer Scrat going to take the bottom bridge, helping Ravager that took almost 300 damage from the 2 Plasma Marines. It's gonna be really hard for Shrivel to take care of all.
He can take some damage though. He's a man.
That poison didn't do anything to the tank. And that's 3 wolves coming out for Shrivel from Howling Moon, and oh, that's gonna go off.
That's alright.
I don't know if that bridge swap was a really good decision. He still did some damage to the wolf, but it wasn't the greatest of the plays he could have done.
Ooh, and the stun lancers though.
That poison strike comes to face, but it's not gonna hit anything because the wolves actually take down the.
Yeah, like it was a fairly decent defense there by Deners. He didn't really take much damage at all.
Oh.
And Shrivel has lost 900 HP.
Yeah. Deners was considering to drop a ghost onto that Brutus, and I think he will right now.
Yeah, he should. I mean, it's still has a decent amount of HP. Can just turn it around. Like mine now.
He could have just waited until the Plasma Marines hit the face, and then he could have played the ghost on the Brutus, because now it took a lot of damage, and he also spent 4 mana in that Skeleton Horde. But here comes 3 wolves on the bottom bridge.
I do like the triple wolf push here. It's pretty. It's kind of scary,
back,
but
which is quite a counter. But that Shock Rock and Poison Strike, it's gonna be brutal. It takes down the Dragon Pack, and now he's taking damage from 2 wolves. He's forced to play Morgul. But that
is definitely why he wanted to have that Poison Strike in hand there. Just to counter that completely.
Wow, what a push. He now dropped below the half HP mark. He's on 1300. That was quite
almost went off that scratch. That was pretty rough push there. I mean, I think Deners needs to save his swap, and he needs to have Fire Imp ready to just take all the wolves in one lane. Stun Lance as well, not a bad option. Oh, but they split. That's not great.
But he can still do it. But he doesn't. And here comes the Poison Strike on the Fire Imp and Stun Lancers, but there's 2 wolves at the bottom bridge, and now the Skeleton Horde is dropped, but one of the wolves has Frenzy and he's in the face.
Yeah, they're really chewing away there. Like the second perk really coming in handy here for Shrivel, and Denner's just hitting a second perk. But I mean, Denner's isn't in great shape right now. Once Shrivel gets the 3rd perk, he'll probably have a massive push coming most likely, and I mean even before then, he might not survive.
The thing is now, Deners has perk 2, and he may get that Flame Imp with Rage, and that could be brutal. The thing is, wait.
I see they still have Frenzy on the wolf there.
That was... So here comes the thing. The Dragon Pack is pretty much his only counter, and he swapped them away. Now there's 3 Frenzied Wolves sitting in face. They're munching away, and that's gonna be the set.
Yeah. I mean, he needed that counter. I mean, he needed to have the Dragon Pack, or I mean, the Stun Lancers or the Fire. We needed one of the counters or semi-counters. Red works up there. He can really just start pushing and doing a lot of damage. So the Setsu here is a strong first pick for me at least, and he does also have a lot of cheap cycle in his sideboard, like the Illo, the Bat, the Screaming Scrat, even Xiaolong or something like that could be a good addition here.
Well, guess what?
And again, it's takeout.
Both players are bringing Setsu, and I was about to say Setsu has been quite of a strong master lately, and it's.
I mean, for a while.
Yeah, really. I mean, for a while, and it's honestly not a bad pick at all. So, both players decided to split and go for 1 spin on one of their units, but we see one of them has Rage. That's an hungry wolf. Now, Eke is about to play his first wizard puff of the game. Paco would be proud, man.
There we go. Fixed replay bug. Feels good, man.
Nice. That's gonna be a shock rock onto the spear throwers, maybe? Unless the once bitten was thrown on that plasma in the bond bridge. Which wasn't.
That
okay.
wizard puff can do it all.
He's
still alive.
Not only killed
and
Marie, he killed tantrum throwers, and he killed one that had a wolf in it.
That Setsu jump is a bit off, I would say, but
yeah,
does still take out the whelp anyway with the throwers there.
And Leargame dropped on Eke's face. Now Eke does have a one spin. He could drop on one of the wolves, and he does, but he okay. He actually gets a raged wolf, and he's gonna kill both of the other wolves. If okay,
I was barely gonna die there.
Yeah, it needed 2 hits
Eke,
for each.
Eke does have a small advantage here. Fairly small HP advantage, but it does have also a small XP advantage, and I think this game will be decided more on XP than anything else.
Exactly. It's gonna be about who gets the perk 3 first and who can get the more stun locks on the other set.
And here, this is a perfect opportunity here, just jumping on face, taking out Marines, and just dealing damage there, being aggressive.
Yeah, and Leargame using the Setsu as a defensive jump, which isn't bad at all, but he does take quite a bit of damage.
Offense is the best defense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And here comes a top push from Mecha. There's a raged wolf and there's a wizard puff behind it, which makes it a lot more difficult because that puff is gonna polymorph something, and it's most likely gonna be a wolf.
His raged wolf did lose average HP to that though. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
And now both players got their perk 2. Eke, slight advantage as you mentioned. He got it a bit earlier. That's gonna be a set jump for the Marines. That's gonna be slightly off.
Leargame is doing the same thing again by placing the Marines by the tower, just almost inviting Setsu to just jump on them.
He's trying to bait it, but still, if that's a bait, he's taking damage. And Setsu is maybe coming to the bottom bridge. Yep. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage, even before perk 3.
He might get some damage in on this push here, but he has lost way more HP himself, and even if he might get some XP back this push as well, it's not enough to take the lead at all.
The thing is, Eke's pushes are much more scarier than Leargame's, and Leargame is not really pushing. He's pretty much using his minions, trying to get XP, but still, Eke is ahead in XP.
Yeah, and again, like, those Marines, they were taken out. I mean, not even by the fireball Eke was hovering over there, but the Morgul just popped them.
That was a really good counter Howling Moon. And he gets a one spin off on the dying wolf to transform it onto a near wolf, full HP wolf.
Eke getting a bit close to third perk here though. He does still have a small XP advantage. Once he gets third perk, he might just go all in.
10 XP away, and Leargame is gonna start to lose a lot of health from that set to perk 3, but he's gonna figure out a way. Yeah, he's gonna figure out a way to deal with that set to perk 3, which is coming in just 3 more XP.
And once he jumps here, I mean, he can just not care about his own face and go complete offense and just use all his burn spells and just stun.
Yeah, here comes perk 3.
Another
That's
laser.
2 stuns. That's another spell about to come in, a shock rock. He throws it,
another.
But, Setsu stuns
just
the
in
other
time.
end. That's gonna be. That is game 1 going to Eke.
That is Setsu doing what Setsu does best, just shooting, and in this case, lasering for the win.
Yeah. Now, Eke is 1-0, and his Setsu is eliminated from the set, which means he has to choose Volko or Rappo. But let's see.
I mean, since I mean, what could he go for then? I mean, I think that I think Leargame won't keep on his Setsu either. I think he wants to change up his decks, maybe try something else. Since, I mean, even though he didn't completely, utterly lose that last game, he was fairly behind, and he might not be feeling very comfortable trying the same master and deck setup again.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing for Lear Game that his Setsu is still available. Now the problem is, what can Eke go for here?
I mean, maybe Eke thinks that, okay, maybe, I mean, I'll sort of get Lear Game on his Stormbringer, and he'll go a bit more of a slower build with that. That means I can use my Bridge Shrine side deck here to put into one of my like mid-range decks, and then go with that. Maybe get the Ratbow where he has the Magma Storm, and I mean, fairly cheap cycle, but maybe taking out some of those cheap cycle cards and putting in a bit more substance with the Cleaver or the Defense. So
he can totally transform that Ratbow onto an EXP Ratbow and go for the Bridge Shrine strategy, which wouldn't be really bad against Lear Game. If Lear Games goes for the Stormbringer, the Scrat Launcher may be a problem if Eke goes for Bridge Shrine, but still.
Right, because you can't hide that behind the Master anymore.
Correct. Exactly.
Right. Sad days.
Sad days. We will remember you, Bridge Shrine. We will remember you by the OP card you once were.
I mean, Lear Game does have a lot of, like, he has Daggerfall in almost all his decks. He has Fireball in almost all his decks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't know. I do quite like the Magma Storm in the Ratbow, though. It could be really good for, like, if it gets the Stormbringer. If it's up against a Stormbringer, he can just annihilate that Harbinger because there's no black hole anywhere here. Same with the Cleaver or even Howling Moon. Like, I think Magma Storm could be a really good counter to a lot of these things.
I mean, also Lear Game has a Blast Master on the sideboard, which I think it would be a great pick on, clearly, both the Valko and the Ratbow. Valko pretty much because of those spammy cards, and Ratbow, well, Ratbow.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point there.
But here comes Stormbringer. As you mentioned, a possibility versus Valko.
So it does go for the Valko and not the Ratbow. Okay. Well, I mean, it is a pretty cheap Valko, and I imagine it is running the Horde still. In that case, it could be like a very... I mean, Lear Game could just melt here once Valko gets his first perk and starts rolling and just bolting his way to victory.
Yeah, so far, it's a pretty spammy deck from Eke. We see a lot of 1-drops coming out.
Yeah, I mean, Eke is holding his mana here a lot.
Ooh.
Like, his multiple mana is holding.
I think that Snakejoy was dropped thinking the Cleaver Eke played at the back was a real one.
You can never go for the bait, chat. Always
never
check first if
you're
not sure.
And here comes a Harbinger and a Dark Boy below it.
Yeah, this is where you would want to have that Magma Storm.
Yeah. But sadly, this isn't the Ratbow, and he does not have... In fact, he has no removal spells available for this Valko, so it's gonna be quite hard to get rid of this Harbinger.
And this is... I mean, he does have the... Like, does Eke not... Is he not running the Horde in his Valko anymore?
I think he replaced it with the Chopper, but he does have a Dragon Orb and a Succubus available. There's a Succubus on his hand right now, and...
Yeah, Succubus is one thing, but like, I don't know, I mean, I would not have taken out the Horde here. Yeah. That seems too risky.
Well, the thing is, not having the Horde means he's pretty much going to have to let the Harbinger get to face, unless he uses the Divine Warrior as a tank, but... Using the Divine Warrior just to tank the Harbinger to then play a Succubus or a Whelp means you're always going to be spending more mana than the one the Harbinger
and that
played.
Druid completely shutting down that small wolf push. Just
that wolf is crying.
Dead in the water. It's like, please, I just 1 more meter. I just need to hit him. Please.
He's trying to reach the face. His arms are not long enough.
And the Fencer here will be shut down as well on his way over the bridge, but we'll take the bridge at least, so that's something. But the Harbinger will just keep that range support coming all the way across the field, which, like, the Succubus can't do anything for a while here either.
Well, now both players have perk 2, and that extra range is going to be brutal with the Archers and the Druid. Surprised Eke did not burn the bridges. He could have killed both Archers and Well, now he burns
He
it.
does burn them now. But I'm not liking Ekke's position in this game. Like, I just don't think his deck is suited at all to deal with this Stormbringer.
Oh no. This is brutal for Eke. The Illusory Cleaver is not going to make it to kill the Harbinger. Now there's 2 extra range Snake Druids coming to phase. There's a Succubus trying to kill the Harbinger, and it does, but look at the damage Eke is taking from all of his flying units.
Yeah, he's taking way too much damage here, and I mean, another Harbinger's drop just at the back again. Like, I don't know, Eke, I think he just completely mismatched what he was hoping to be up against in this game.
I don't know if you catch that, but there was a Nether Bat hitting Eke in the face, and he teleports backwards and gets killed by the Succubus that was rooted in the back.
Ah,
so,
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Suicidal
Eke
bat.
here as well. He's been holding at 10 mana a lot of the time this game. I'm not sure if he doesn't know what to do or not, or if he just maybe doesn't know how to counter. I mean, with the Harbinger as well, it's like, what can you do? Play anything? It just gets one shot basically, and you can't just play your anti-air because it's way too early.
Yeah.
It's gonna be countered before it gets anywhere anyway, and the Druid there with the extra range just rooting the Succubus out of range of anything.
I think there really wasn't
struggling.
any good plays Heke could have done against the Harbinger and double Snake Druid, and now again he is under a lot of pressure. This Harbinger and this Snake Druid, a lot of ranged minions, but there's the Chopper tanking the Volko hits, and that's gonna be really...
There's nothing Eke can do here really. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Third perk coming in here in a few seconds for Lear game as well.
That's gonna be
and
the game.
It's 40 HP and 10 and 0. Yep. That's, I mean, this is like one of the most like perfect examples that I can remember of you just completely misteching your deck for what you thought the opponent would bring.
Yeah. So... Wow, that's gonna be 1-1 in the set, and now... Wait, I made a mistake. Eke's Volko is not eliminated. It's gonna be the Stormbringer from Lear game. That means now Lear game Stormbringer is out, and he can only play Setsu again or his own Volko against Eke's either Volko or Rappo.
I mean, I don't know. I think that against the remaining decks of Lear game here, either it's going to be. I mean, I think I would still just go for the Ratbow again, even if the Stormbringer is out of the picture. I still just think the Ratbow is. I mean, just having that Magma Storm is really, really valuable to me. And if you can just make it a bit more mid-range if you want with the sideboard he has.
The thing is, the Magma Storm is not really gonna give Eke a lot of value, in my opinion, against neither of Lear Game's remaining decks. The problem is, I think Eke can actually now consider the XP approach, and I think that's going to be bad because, in my opinion, Lear Game is now going to transition again into the Setsu, which was a really, really scary deck. I mean, it does go for EXP, but if both players take the EXP approach, but Lear Game goes Setsu and trying to counter a possible EXP shrine, this is all mental games, and I think it's really hard because we can actually also see like a Volko mirror.
I mean, if I was Eke, I think I would get the Ratbow and I would put in the Cleaver and maybe the XP Shrine or something like. Make it a bit more mid-range, have some meat in there.
Let's go.
So, we are in game and there's a Volko mirror coming.
I'm never right. That's 2 out of 2 wrong for me. I should just retire.
So, yeah. As mentioned, Volko mirror was possible and we have it in this game. The last game of the set. Let's see who's the stronger Volko.
The War of the Hammers.
Are they both? Oh, okay, no. Lear Game is playing no skin on the Volko. That's another reason to DQ, but that's...
And DQ there!
Yep.
Or is that just me?
No, that was a, someone played something wrongly?
He must have heard you. It's like, I don't have a skin on. Oh shit! I'm just disqualified.
Oh
right.
no!
That's how it is.
Eke's game crashed, so we're gonna replay the game.
Ah, all right, understandable. Okay, well, I didn't really get too good of a look on any of these Volko decks. So, I mean, I wonder if Eke is running his Horde this time. I mean, against the Volko. Well, he doesn't know that, but hopefully against a Volko mirror, he is running the Horde, so we can get some nasty air, anti-air, or just
yeah,
air minions up there. Blech. Words. There we go.
So...
Did you see what Leargame had in his Volko deck? Did he add many things from his sideboard in there? I mean, he had his Cleaver, I saw. And, I mean, his Volko deck seems quite standard, just like the Warrior, the Fireball, the Cleaver, the Plasma Marines.
It's pretty much, yeah. A few melee minions also, well, getting the Dragon Whelp in there because it also hits air, but it's pretty much a few of the filler cards that change. For example, some players change, for example, a Warrior for a Morgul or bring a Fire Imp. Now, it's important to mention, none of the players will change the decks they brought during this game that just crashed. So they're both going to play the same decks. Yeah, they're going to play the same decks. Make sure you're spectating someone because the AK crashed, so you may not be spectating anymore. But oh, we're on to the game again. Okay.
I do wonder if Leargame is going to put his Xiaolong, or if he did have his Xiaolong in his Volko deck or not.
He is playing it right now, so that means he sideboarded it. But...
All right, so that's interesting. I mean maybe Eke does not have his Horde in this time either. I mean, I can hope, but it does not really look like it. I can't see it in his hand anyway, so he might not have it again. That might be troublesome for him.
I mean, if he brought the Horde, that would be really bad for Leargame because dealing with a proper Horde as a Volko, it's gonna be really hard, even if you have Plasma Marines. But again, Eke has no removal spells available for the Volko, which is kind of troubling if you're trying to finish up the game. You still have perk 1, sure, yeah, but having no removal spells is gonna make it a lot more difficult. And now Succubus takes a hit on the face.
I mean, Leargame has lost 1000 HP here, so the first decent push from Eke did get some damage in. Sniper is a good addition from his sideboard here to take care of Xiaolong and others. Divine Warrior here probably coming down to black as well.
Yeah,
which it does.
Here it comes. But the bottom sniper survives just a bit to actually get his shot off because the Nether Bat just fails. That Nether Bat
just like it's out of there.
Leargame. Yeah, it was out of there. Wow. That Nether Bat is reported, everyone.
XP is completely even again here. Eke did have a small advantage in the first minute or so of the game, but basically identical, even though Eke has a decent, well, a big one, but a medium to small HP advantage. That's nothing major.
Yeah. Now, let's see.
I mean, both have the top bridge with their mark on it, so that's probably gonna be fairly highly contested. I don't know, like, just Eke not having the Horde here, it's just, I'm so sad, chat. I'm so sad. Like, 2 games in a row, no Horde. I just wanted to see the Horde.
Yeah. Now,
ooh,
Bridge Burn coming out for both players, but I think Leargame's Bridge Burn was a bit more effective.
Eke placed down his Illo Cleaver on bottom a bit too early there because it did get burnt and did not take the bridge. He had to use another minion to take it.
Oh, that Cleaver!
That's a rough time there for the Succubus. That does not feel good.
Yeah, he's forced to play the Warrior, but it's gonna take a hit and it might die to the Bat. Okay, it doesn't.
Indeed, it's been a while since the Divine Warrior could tank multiple Cleaver hits.
Yeah. Again, both players burn, but now this time is Eke the one who gets the more value out of it.
That was a 4-5 mana value Bridge Burn. That's not pretty good.
Pretty huge. Killing the Marines, taking a lot of HP away from the Morgul. Now he
just
is
plays
the
well
one.
aggressively on top as well.
And he's actually that was close.
The Succubus again just gets like completely demolished.
And look at all the air minions coming to Eke's face. He's taking damage. He's not taking care of the Dragon Whelp. He is now, but look at the damage he just took. That's more than 300 damage.
I just feel like Eke again just does not have enough anti-air or air minions at all. The Divine Warrior has been good for him overall for blocking an initial Cleaver hit and all that, but Eke just I just don't feel it's getting enough value, and Leargame is pulling away in XP and health now as well.
Yeah, well the thing is, Eke is burning. It's usually burning 2 to 3 mana value from Leergame. Well, Leergame burns 3 to 4 or even 5 mana from Eke.
This is the first time that Eke has gotten his succubus to actually do some damage and kill a cleaver as well.
Yeah.
To actually do more than just be completely demolished by it.
And now there's 2 succubus on the field. Oh, but the Screaming Scrack kills the succubus. I mean, it was gonna die to the Morgul Roar anyways, and now the cleaver takes out the succubus.
Again, like this has happened 3-4 times now. The cleaver just comes in on a post, just slices succubus in 2, and then you just lose 4 or 5 mana, like gone.
It sliced the succubus in 2, and
and like,
well,
look at this, like
stays
the
alive.
XP advantage for Leergame, and the HP advantage, XP advantage, every advantage in Leergame's favor here.
Now the problem is, Leergame's Spread 1 bolts are now getting really dangerous to Eke. He just needs to hold on to that bridge, but every single time, look, the cleaver again, it takes down the succubus, but now Eke's cleaver may actually take down the other cleaver. Oh,
there's nothing Eke can do here, I think. Like, the Xiaolong, everything is just, there's nothing to really be done there. I mean, he didn't even get the 3rd perk, while Leergame was well over his 3rd perk, halfway to Frenzy.
Is pretty much there. It's not the best, but then we see Giona dominating decks like APAP, and we'll see. But right now we
did not see no APAP.
Yeah, we have no APAP. We have Setsu from Acer and Ravager on Laza. So
I'm pretty sure this is a really cheap. Yeah, this Setsu looks super cheap. This is like a 2-point-something average. I'm guessing there's gonna be a black hole in there and such. But that's really cheap. That's scary.
But he has 2 spells so far that I've seen, which are Bridge Buddies and the Shock Rock, which I think is already enough. Oh, there's a YOLO. The hero scrap.
This is interesting though. Like Lasur brought his Ravager first here. I mean, this to me, in my opinion, this is Lasur's weakest deck. I don't know how it's gonna perform, but it's interesting to see the Mancer there and cards like that in this deck.
The Mancer, he's trying to go for one
of
the
look at that Brutus though.
Yeah.
Losing a lot of HP to the
straight into the curse. Oh, what a great Screaming Scry! Look at that. The Whelp just manages to take down Lazar's
Beautiful.
Whelping. Yeah.
And the Shock Rock.
And the Daggerfall. That's
everything.
Class the spells was amazing.
Throw it all. That was a good combo there. Not sure if the Daggerfall was completely necessary, but I mean, it's all dead. So all right, I take it.
Yeah. Lazar plays the 1 spin on the bottom bridge. That got completely shut down from Ace.
I mean,
Tantrum throws.
The Mancer does buff the Morgul there. That's something. But I mean, I don't know what the Morgul's really gonna do here. I mean, Lasur's first, like his Brutus is dead.
Well,
like buffing the Screaming here.
Wait, it's gonna stand on face. It's sitting. It's staring at Setsu, but that's a buff YOLO. Look at that, the dodge. That's huge. It gets stunned.
But just
is it gonna go down? It does. To the roar.
It does go down there.
And here comes
Setsu jump. I don't know though. I mean, like,
that's gonna be a good jump.
Acer does have a slight XP advantage, and he does have a very slight HP advantage as well. But I just feel like Acer has the upper hand here, because he's playing Setsu, he's playing a really cheap cycle deck. I don't feel Lasur is going to get much done here before maybe perk 3 can get a huge push in, but I don't think perk 2 is going to do a lot for him. I don't know.
Well, talking about perk 2, Acer got his, and the reload may come in very handy for him against all the units. Lazar has like the Spirit Mansa, the Succubus, and
and also Daggerfall and Shock Rock they're great combo cards for the reload.
Now the thing is, I think Lazar is trying to get perk 3, and whenever he does, he's gonna do exactly what he's doing now, getting that Spirit Mansa to buff everything, and having that 2000 XP.
Get some really fat minions. But I don't know, I mean, I feel like Acer has to see that coming and be like, okay, how am I gonna counter that when it gets there? And so far, Acer has the XP advantage, so he's gonna so far get perk 3 before Lasur does, and that means that he's gonna have even more of an advantage facing against the Terror Brutus.
The thing is, that Turbo is going to be a lot of HP that Acer is going to have to deal with, and he needs that stun shot to deal with it. Now, they're getting really close in the XP. The gap that Acer had is
it has been taken back a bit here.
But now he's chaining his pals, he's reloading. Screaming Scrat
he wants to kill that really badly.
Oh, that's a frenzied, buffed YOLO Scrat, and there's a whelp on Ace's face, and that's not going to go down to 5 Setsu shots, and now it has Frenzy. Oh, it does go down to 5 Setsu shots.
But
barely.
Those stun lancers, though, the value in those stun lancers, they're just stunning everything.
Yeah.
Well, not the succubus, apparently.
Sadly, not the succubus, but it denied a lot of damage from that one wolf.
That whelp did not do anything, I think. But I mean, Lasur is holding his man here a little bit.
But he just got perk 3. Acer got perk 3, and Lazar is 17 XP away.
I mean, Lasur has a slight HP advantage here, but he's starting to get behind in XP. I mean, if he gets third perk and gets a big push in, he can just win, because he only has to do 1300 damage.
Here comes Setsu.
But Setsu now is probably just gonna continually advance and just stun everything, and it's gonna be really hard to hold on, I think, with Bridge Buddies, Shock Rock, Daggerfall. This is gonna be very dangerous.
Yeah, this is also a great position for Setsu, because once Lazar hits perk 3, well, Setsu dies, but look at this Rage Frenzy Wolf hitting Acer in the face. He's taking damage. His stun lancers.
Where are the stun lancers?
He just didn't play them.
Ah,
and that was a big mistake.
He's saving them for the Brutus.
That was a big mistake. Here comes the Brutus. It's gonna take a lot of damage from the curse, though.
I mean,
Setsu coming to
the curse bird is gonna help a lot here.
He's gambling.
Is he going all in?
All in.
He's just going all in here. Just does not care. Stun lancers. Okay, stun lancers working so far. Stun the Brutus. There we go.
Setsu.
He's doing okay here.
He's
gonna be able to take care of the Brutus easily.
Yeah. He's doing a great job. Now the Curse Bearer is taking a lot of damage out of this big boy, but...
I mean, like, that Stun Lancer, just MVP. Like, incredibly valuable there.
Yeah.
Just holding the entire push.
Acer needs
a bit
to
risky, though.
Another jump on a face. Great Stun Lancers on the Succubus.
It's gonna be really difficult for... Oh, it doesn't jump face, just takes the bridge. But, I mean, now, if you can just save up and... Okay, the Assassin there pretty good to counter the Setsu, but Lasur is really low. Like, one more jump, and that's probably it. Like,
and
Acer, I mean, Lasur needs to end it pretty quickly.
Acer needs to save the Shock Rock for when the Setsu lands, so that he can stun the Assassin.
But yeah, but I mean, not only that, I mean, if he jumps quick enough, he can just sort of combo all his spells, and that'll be that. Like...
Oh, the Wombo combo. He stuns it with a Stun Lancer, but now the Succubus takes down the Setsu. Setsu's going back home. And Lazar's taking a lot of damage. He is just really low.
The Wolf useless there, just stunned. And another jump, and this should seal the deal.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to be able to defend this.
Here comes one spell, reloads, and
another
that's
spell.
The game.
Yeah. Good hold, though, by Lasur. I mean, he did do fairly well there.
Yeah, really well.
It's just like that. I was correct in assuming that like that cheap cycle Setsu, that's scary. You know, that's pretty scary.
Now, Acer Setsu is eliminated.
But now it must be time for APEP. It must be.
Yeah.
If not, then I don't know. It's like holding. It's like I don't need to play APEP.
Well, he can still play a Valko, which looks pretty scary. That laser turret might go out because there isn't really something to laser. Well, unless Laser plays the... Unless Laza plays the red golden Valko, then yeah, there is a reason why you should be playing the laser turret. But I don't know. The APEP seems like a better pick.
I'm guessing Acer is going to do APEP here. If Lasur does do the Valko Red Golem, and well, he should have. Yeah, it does a black hole, so Magma Storm not gonna be too scary then, at least. But still, a Curse Bearer in every single deck. That's a big deterrent. Like the damage it does, it's sizable.
So yeah, we have 3 minutes for players to sideboard, and in my opinion, I think Acer has a a lot of better odds by playing the APEP. But
yeah, I mean, it's also an APEP that, I mean, since it does have the present, there's some RNG there, so you kind of sort of roll the dice and be like, okay, will I get like a really good present card that will totally just win me the game single-handedly? Maybe. It's happened before.
Then here's the thing: we've seen in past tournaments that Dionas are great against APEPs, and what do you know? That is APEP versus Diona.
Alright, well, yeah, Diona is probably his best chance against the APEP here, but it is APEP we're talking about, so I'm not sure. I do hope that he has the black hole in his Diona deck. I did put that in from the sideboard.
You gotta believe.
They did play the jungle jumble, the
jungle
card.
jumble.
See?
Yeah.
Tongue twister, that one.
Tongue twister. It's also really nice. I really like this matchup because there's not only RNG on Acer's side, but also on Lazar. Not because of the jungle jumble, but because of Ruffles playing a huge part on the game.
Oh yeah.
Because most of the times you're not gonna get the potion you really want, which it's usually either mana or EXP, but sometimes you also get a heal when you really need it, and it's game changer.
Yeah, it can just be infuriating for the opponents, like, stop getting heals, I swear to God.
Also, another great detail to pay attention to is Acer is one of the only players that, whenever he brings his APEP, he has a bounty sniper on it as well. So maximum EXP grab.
That is true. Acer has not played his present yet, has he? Or did I miss it?
He didn't. He has it on hand right now. But the thing is, that did you see all that mana spent by Lazar to try to take down that aimbot? And still, the aimbot prevails and takes down everything. Here comes the Monkeys onto face. Acer is saving up for the present. It's gonna be played.
Lazar did get another Senshi, or Shihu, I mean, in his jungle, which is not bad.
Acer got a card that is gonna be able to deal a lot of damage. He got a Doom Boogie for 3 mana.
I wanted a Colossus, never lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna mention when we were discussing the decks that I didn't see any player bring Colossus to make you happy.
That's because I'm not playing anymore. They're like, we don't need to play Colossus anymore.
So
he's
Acer
gone now.
Still didn't play the buggy, which there it goes.
A 2-mana Xiaolong is also not bad.
Look at the damage it deals to the monkey. Here comes another attack. Even if there's a taunt totem, it does still hit other minions.
This is the bounty sniper though, sniping away, getting some extra XP there.
Ruffles trying to get mana in. He will be able to get the potion. Look at that. Against all odds.
What a champion.
What a champ.
I mean, Lazar's deck, I mean, it has 2 Shihus in it. Yes, there's 2 Xiaolongs in there now. Like, he has a lot of, I mean, he's basically running double wildcards right now.
Yeah, banned, DQ'd. Also, Acer got free Disruptor Puffs from his perk 1, which is gonna be really annoying once the game gets really to
that as well, but also
spammy
against Stormy, for example, just sort of kill it off by putting him down.
Yeah, but what if the Disruptor Puffs get the Stormy?
Oh,
that Stimmy's card was great. It also takes a huge chunk of HP away from the Doom Boogie.
More Stun Lancers.
More Stun Lancers. And he's about to get his perk 3. What if he gets more Stun Lancers?
Another Storm being thrown down there.
Oh, he got a mana potion from Ruffles, and that Doom Boogie is dead. As well as the Stormy kills itself.
I mean, it's not too much lost value there, though, which is so-so there.
Oh my god, I even called it. I said, what if he gets more free Stun Lancers? And what do you know? He gets free Stun Lancers.
I mean, I feel like everyone's cheating here. Like, there's wild cards everywhere. I don't know anymore.
I think we have a dear FDM watching the stream, watching the games live, and he is just...
I did some source coding during the games.
just giving them the cards we were talking about. But that is amazing. He got the card I mentioned. That's gonna be a lot of trouble for that.
Stormy just not in range there with the lightning to hit the Banner Sniper. It's still alive. There it goes, but they get another XP in there. I mean, and Acer is leading in XP by a decent bit, and getting the HP lead back as well, almost.
The thing
That
is,
Doom Buggy though.
yeah. Also, the stun lancers can split, so it's a lot more troubling than you guys.
All these stun lancers here. Like, if you just have like a pair of stun lancers going around the map, like that's hugely disruptive and annoying because you need to have something to deal with.
Imagine 2 of them.
It's like everywhere.
Yeah. You kill 1 pair, well, I have another, man. And now Acer is getting really close to Mana Frenzy. Lazar is so far behind in the XP.
And you can see that Acer is using his totem more for sort of like offensively defense to like tank against for the sniper and other things, which is a good use of it.
I mean, he doesn't really need to play it defensively to neglect damage from getting to his face because Lazar is not even applying the pressure he should be.
And Ruffles is feeding this Banner Sniper as well. Like his Banner Sniper's just been sniping away. And look at his XP. Look at the Acer XP right now. Almost at Frenzy at 6 minutes.
Yeah, the problem is once Frenzy hits, those Bounty Snipers are gonna generate mana like crazy as well. The bridge it's...
I'm not gonna lie, once Acer hits Frenzy here, which it did right now, I don't think Luster can win the game. I just don't think so.
I don't think it either. Oh, there's a nice Disruptor Puff stuck on the screen there.
Here,
if you guys
the barrage is coming.
Yeah.
Here comes the Horde.
Yeah, and now look at this. The Disruptor Puffs are going to be annoying. There's nothing Lazar can do. Not only he can't win, he just can't play cards. Disruptor Puffs are going to be really annoying. He's taking damage. Doom Boogies everywhere.
I mean, the Stormy is getting a good value here, but it needs to get more value.
But look at
he needs to have a Stormy out every time.
The game is full of missiles going all over the place.
I mean, those long attacks as
Ruffles just got 2 mana right in front of all those minions. Still, Lazar is pulling up a great battle, but
here.
Look at the pressure.
I mean,
now.
he's under 1,000. Like look at the stun lancers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dead. Okay, he gone.
Yeah, everyone's gone. And that brings us to the end of the set between Acer and Lazar. Acer takes it 2-0. It's
can we just call it like greeny
super scary
man?
Skeleton?
Yes.
Okay,
like sort of
it's a lot longer than the actual name.
Wait, Haunter, just like
Haunter.
Pokemon.
Okay, that works. So we're going on to game 1, and for some reason I just want to see a Valko mirror. I just want to see them battle. Oh, it's not a Valko mirror, but it is a mirror. It is a Stormbringer mirror.
Oh well, that's a first.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I think Lear Game is going to be quite comfortable here with the Harbinger and the Launcher if it does bring both of them. Because against Stormbringer, that seems like a fairly solid setup.
Yeah, well, if he has Strat Launcher and Deadshot brought his own laser turret, then
it does have laser turret, indeed.
That is a great counter in case Lear Game does have his Strat Launcher, which I still do not see. But he does have the Harbinger. And
I mean, you can't take out the Harbinger in a Stormbringer deck, I feel. That's just like sacrilege.
Why not? It's just 2 range. It's not that big of a deal. Well, that is a laser turret out for I don't know what reason.
Crossbow dude.
And a dead crossbow dude. But there's a Poison Strike coming out on Lear Game's tower, which hits the Snake Druid and the Harbinger. Now the Harbinger is low.
Believer could be played bottom here, or I guess it's just gonna let the laser turret do some damage to it. Maybe with that. Maybe put out the cannon roller or something like that here. Oh, just the names. You know what? I give up. Skeleton. There we go.
There is no Scrat Launcher on Lear Game's deck, so
all right.
I think that laser turret isn't gonna be as effective as it could be, serving as a tank for the launcher.
once perk 3 is reached here for Lear game, he's probably gonna be able to take the Lizard out fairly effectively if nothing else is protecting it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, perk 2 is also gonna make the laser turret really effective. The extra range on it might be really useful.
That's true. That's true. The Druid though, I really love the Druid in these sort of matchups. Like if he plays a Cleaver, if he plays anything like that, like even the Whirlish Guard you saw there, like dead in his tracks, just standing there looking at the eternity and just cries.
Yeah, as we saw with the Wolf, it was just being bullied. And it's really a card you don't see often, the Snake Druid, which is really good, man. I really like seeing cards we usually don't get to see.
Definitely.
Oh, here comes the laser turret, and it's gonna take down the Harbinger.
Interesting, interesting.
Nope,
it seems
bad.
like, I mean, XP is fairly similar here,
yeah.
and while Leargame has a small, well, and medium HP advantage, he's not super head yet, in any way.
It's just 10 EXP advantage, which at this point of the game isn't huge.
But if he does keep both bridges here for a while longer, that might start getting a bit out of hand.
That is the thing. He's struggling quite a bit on getting the bridges. You see, he has to spend 4 mana on a Whirly Scratch to take it, and it doesn't even kill that javelin.
Exactly. I mean, currently he has a cannon roller, a cleaver, and a turret, and a spell in his hand. Like, how is he effectively gonna take a bridge? I mean, he has to rotate and get his Screaming Scrat, or basically only his. I think only his Screaming Scrat is his cheap bridge grab here. I don't guess anything else.
Yeah, I think he does have a Sewer Scrat, but I'm not completely sure.
Oh, yeah, he does actually. Never mind.
So,
but still, that's not a lot.
Two bridge grabs, while Leargame is doing a much better job at taking the bridges.
Yeah, and HP wise, Leargame is pulling ahead quite a lot here. Deadshot almost under 1,000, and Leargame is over 100 XP, almost at 110.
Yeah.
It's very close to perk 3. At that point, it might be too late to turn it around.
The EXP difference was 10. Now it's
30?
It's getting it's getting out of control, as well as the HP difference. Deadshot.
Pretty sure that's the first time. Pretty that's the first time Deadshot has played a cleaver. I think he's had it in his hand his entire game. I'm pretty sure, and then it's just almost obliterated immediately by the Harbinger. Does take out the skeleton. God damn it! Yes, that
the
one.
Haunter.
Yeah, the Haunter.
So
another
the crossbow dude clutches and kills the Harbinger, but
now Leargame having third perk, Deadshot being still fairly far away from
getting
third perk,
smacked
and
in the face by a Morgul, and now by two Stormers, double smack.
Laser turret is being taken down there. I mean, I don't see what Deadshot has in his deck that can deal with this. Like, the third perk of Storming here is going to seal the deal, I'm pretty sure. Just taking out all these small minions and pinging over at face if he doesn't play anything. I mean, there's no room for Deadshot to maneuver here. He's against the wall, and the wall is about to break, and he's about to fall through it and break his neck.
Wow, okay. That's that's quite descriptive. But Deadshot now below 200 HP, and now every single Stormbringer ping is hurting him. He's playing a Sewer Scrat right in front to tank it, but he now calls out the GG. Deadshot.
I mean, he's trying to hold on, but I mean, there's nothing he can really do here.
Yeah, doing the best he can, but
that's game one.
That is game one going towards Leargame, and now Leargame's Stormbringer is eliminated. He cannot play anymore in the remaining of this set, which brings us to Leargame being able to play Setsu or Volko.
Right. That's interesting. I mean, that's yeah. So, okay, let's see here. I completely lost track of what I was doing. I'm professional, by the way.
You lost track of the name Cursebearer, so you now call it Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, now Deadshot can pick between his Stormbringer again, the Morelia, or the Volko, but he has to think whether he wants to go against, if he wants to play against like Valko or Setsu. So it's now time for both players to sideboard and start pulling out those mind games.
I feel like Leader Game's gonna go for the Setsu. I probably would. I mean, Setsu is Setsu. Like it. A lot of cheap spells there. Can go for a really aggro build.
Yeah.
Has the Howling Moon and all that. Can just go for a really cycle Setsu as well if he wants to. But have hiccups now as well, so I'm gonna die slowly here. But
well, I mean, that's gonna be next level casting with hiccups.
That's gonna be a very bumpy ride.
A very bumpy ride. Yeah, agreed.
But right.
now...
Okay. So right. So Deadshot. I mean, I don't think he's gonna stick with the Stormbringer. I don't think I would either. The Morelia. Well, maybe he's gonna go for like a Volkos or like maybe his train of thought's gonna be okay. I think Lear Game's gonna go for like some aggro setup since he only has aggro decks left basically. So maybe I want to beat him at that sort of that aggro cycle game and get like a really aggressive Volko build going and just sort of ping him down in a minute.
It's really... I think Deadshot should go for the Morelia because it's the only deck that has a chopper. And the chopper against either of Lear Game's available decks is gonna be huge.
But there are cleavers though in those decks.
Yeah, there are cleavers, but still the cleaver does not one-shot the chopper. But the chopper could be used in any other situation, like...
Sure, it does counter the warrior and mostly the throwers and the whelps.
Yeah, exactly. Which are on both decks, unless they are out due to sideboard. But then look at the sideboard; all of the cards are melee, except for the chopper.
Counters basically all of them. So
exactly,
I can definitely see that. I would put maybe the Magma Storm into the deck as well, though. Because I just like it, okay? I mean, against the Howling Moon, you can sort of like... I mean, there's no black hole on the game side at all. None.
Yeah.
So the Magma Storm can just burst everything to bits, potentially.
He did bring the Morelia, which is a great pick, in my opinion. But now
and
he is up against
the Setsu.
Setsu.
Bring the Setsu.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was right that Lear Game he probably has a fairly aggressive Setsu deck here.
Well,
the Defenso...
Yeah.
Already.
See, Defenso is gonna be the MVP of the game, at least for Deadshot's side.
I do feel that Deadshot maybe could have had the Defenso in his sideboard though, so he would have had a bit more versatility with it. But as long as he has it, good for me.
Now the thing is, look, Lear Game has Howling Moon, he has One Spitten, and all of the minions I've seen him play so far are melee. All of them.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of range at all.
Yeah.
The Cleaver here getting a good amount of value. I thought it would die, but...
I thought... Maybe it was gonna kill the Setsu, but that scrat saved the day.
We do see some Spear Throwers here. So that was put in from the sideboard, I'm pretty sure. No, it's in the deck already.
It is in the deck.
Okay, they're already in the deck, okay. Okay, never mind then.
Really good Chain Lightning, allowing him to still hit the bridge. And I'm guessing a chopper will come out from Deadshot on the bottom bridge now.
Deadshot did get a he does have the artillery in his deck. Not sure.
This is really bad. Because that cleaver just took a lot of damage from the wolf. I think he could have played the chopper. I don't know if he had it in hand or not, but he should. And he could have just completely killed the spear throwers with the shock from the Defenso chopper and avoid all that damage.
Again, we see that Lear Game, he doesn't have a big XP advantage, but last game as well, we saw that, okay, 10 XP turns into 20, 30, 40. And perk 3 Setsu, now that is petrifying.
Well, yeah, but now Morelia is about to hit the perk 2, in which we're gonna see the power spike of the book being a lot better. And we'll have to see if Leargan can play around it and if Deadshot can use it as effective as it should get. Now the Defensive Chopper completely also negates the One Spitten dropped on one of the Tantrum Throwers, and here comes taking the bottom bridge. Both bridges red, making Deadshot just get his perk too. The XP difference is now 15.
Though. That's such a good way to counter the... Well, not an amazing way to counter the cleaver, but it does take out the cleaver fairly effectively. Setsu just jumping on face as well. Is the being very aggressive here. Yeah, it's like, just jump on face, smork all the way, I do not care.
Smork for the win, but he's dealing damage. That was
almost 2 full clips, plus the landing damage. And that's
about 400 damage.
Yeah, I mean, if he does that like 5 times, Deadshot is dead, so...
Yeah, well...
That's not bad.
You remind me of Eke whenever he says... Oh, I think it was Eke. It says, now we only need... Oh, no, it's Gandalf. It says, now we are 14 fireballs away from winning. But...
Which is better than 17.
Yeah, it is better, yeah. So...
Stunlancers, oh god, they're annoying.
But they're getting killed by Setsu. They will kill the wolf with the help of Morelia, but now Setsu is about to
almost to 1000 HP.
Yeah.
I mean, he's losing too much HP against Setsu here. Once Setsu gets 3rd perk in like 4 or 5 seconds,
exactly.
He's gonna, I mean, Leader Game's gonna go insanely aggressive on face.
Setsu's cycling so fast. Setsu can jump right before she comes home again. And
Deadshot is still over 20 XP away from 3rd perk. It's gonna be really difficult for Deadshot. I mean, if it doesn't get 3rd perk in time here, I think it's just dead.
Well, it's 20 XP away from getting
great block there.
And he doesn't have any blocks now, but he's gonna use spells to reset and have Setsu stun it. Oh, it's gonna reset again. Ooh, that was close.
That was almost a blunder, but I mean. Once Lear Game jumps, which he is just doing right now, then we're gonna have a spell or 2 in hand.
He's not
does not jump.
And the Zhao's gonna stay alive. The Zhao stays alive, and now the Zhao is chipping away Lear Game. The bat can actually teleport. The bat teleports. That Xiaolong is doing a lot of damage. Look at all the damage it did. You can't rely on the bat.
A lot there. Deadshot is almost that.
Oh, look at the chopper though.
Is he gonna go face or protect?
Oh,
bottom?
And the cleaver kills the Setsu. That's so unfortunate. Lear Game is struggling. He is slightly misplaying in a lot of places.
I think he should just go for face right now.
He should be going for face.
Him down.
But now Deadshot
like perk
is
3
healing.
has just arrived.
Yeah, Deadshot healed from his perk 2 and from the book multiple times, and he's been getting more health. Look at that. And Lear Game took a lot of damage from that one Zhao, and now Nibber's out. Setsu is dropped now on face on the top side.
Yeah, he needs to just go all in here, I feel. I mean, the cleaver is... I mean, a Deadshot must be just holding that cleaver right now, waiting for the Setsu jump. But...
And now this push...
I mean, Lear Game needs to... I mean, he needs just... I mean, he might just go for like a base trade sort of situation now, because I don't think he can... I mean, I don't know if he can hold this off.
I mean, the thing is, there is a cleaver and a chopper on top bridge. There's a Nibber on the bottom. There's a Xiaolong, a trigger Xiaolong, defending the top push. Nibber is gonna hit face. It's really about to die, but still, that's a reset attack on the Nibber.
Cleaver is coming at top as well. Xiaolong's activated.
This is game.
Everything is. Yeah, that's
Deadshot turns it around. Lear Game struggled a lot after getting perk 3. He was doing so well, but...
I mean, I don't know, I feel like in multiple situations there. For example, when the Setsu landed on bottom lane with the chopper and the cleaver, Setsu was instantly deleted there. In that case, Deadshot did not have cleaver in hand. He could have jumped Setsu on face, gotten multiple lasers off, and done a lot of damage. It could have been in a way better position to have Deadshot within a 1 clip range, or just like a just like a 1 jump range, right? And that I think would have won him the game. But I think he ended up being a bit too, not necessarily passive, but he was not enough. It wasn't smork enough.
Yeah.
You know? He didn't have that sort of all-in face strategy at the end, which I think cost him the game in the end. Anyway.
But wow, that was quite of a comeback, man. I just didn't think Deadshot could have survived Setsu perk 3, but then once Leargame got perk 3, the Setsu was just not being able to find any value. Deadshot smartly playing the cleaver onto the Setsu, but still, there was a lot of little misplays where Setsu could have dealt a lot of damage and finished the game, but he was just dropping it straight to its death.
Yeah, it didn't end up working there in the end, but still a valiant effort by both players there. Could have gone either way, definitely. But yeah, so at least we have a tied up series, yes? Or am I hallucinating?
Maybe.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have taken those shrooms before stream.
So
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, hallucinations are bad. Now, well, players are sideboarding, and Leargame can again choose between Setsu and Valko, and Deadshot has no more Morelli available, and it's Valko or Stormbringer. So again, we could see another mirror in the set, but this time it's not going to be Stormbringer, but a Valko mirror.
I feel that, I don't know, I would just have gone with the Setsu again if I was Leargame. And again, Setsu is back. I mean, I think Leargame is confident in his Setsu deck, and I think we realized last game as well that, yeah, he could have won that. So this might be a rematch for him. It's like, okay, I might have lost the last one, but my Setsu deck is still good. I'll still win.
Well,
wait, did the Screaming Scrat explode the other Screaming Scrat onto the bridge before it died?
Yeah. It happens.
Mechanics.
Mechanics, yeah. Oh, that bat is gonna be annoying. Look, it just teleports. It's like, here, Valko. Want me to
come
attack
catch
you a bit
me
more? Yeah, come catch me. You can't hit me. Yeah, a bat, so insignificant and small. 1 mana, bullying a master in the game.
I mean, until you hit your face like 100 times, not insignificant anymore.
Until it kills you, it's completely one bad. Here comes the first jump of the game, being quite aggressive with it, throwing onto the Valky's face. Now, Cleaver.
So this is a smork we did not have last game.
But that's a real one. But I think that was the wrong call, dropping the Cleaver on Setsu when the wolves deal a lot more damage. Deadshot is going to drop below the half HP mark. Well, not quite,
almost.
Almost.
Basically, I mean, Leargame has a 1000 HP lead now, and XP is actually completely even. But this Cleaver gonna do more or less nothing. Or, yeah, basically nothing here. And that Fireball, not horrible, but not the most value.
There was quite of a priority issue right there with the Cleaver trapped on the Setsu. Setsu does deal damage, but not as much as the wolves do.
I mean, yeah, you have to just adapt to the situation. But Leargame did lose a lot of HP there. He lost almost his entire HP lead. This is just back and forth, but
he is now below.
Another wolf.
That shot's smart.
And there's split as well. Set's probably going to jump top here, take care of the whelp.
Not only take care of the whelp, but to keep the top bridge, which is the marker one. Now, Deadshot is forced to play the Cleaver, and he does not have the Cleaver for the wolves now, but he doesn't need it. He did play it well this time.
Gonna be blocked. There we go.
It's gonna be blocked,
and again dropping the whelp, but
he's now gonna drop the Strat.
Deadshot doesn't have Fireball mana. He's hovering it, but he did not have the mana to play it there instantly.
But look at this, he's still keeping the top bridge. It's forcing Leargame to spend more and more mana. And that bridge burn, look at the wolf dying.
And the XP, like, Deadshot is like 15 plus XP ahead right now.
Yeah.
He's more than keeping up with Leargame in XP
Setsu dropped them face, and now look, the bat is bullying Setsu, but Setsu comes back and kills it. She's mad. Howling Moon dropped.
Setsu just one-shots that. That's like a no-scope 360 landing on the platform.
1 HP Cleaver almost kills a wolf. That's unfortunate for Leargame.
Both players fairly close on XP and almost identical in HP. Like, this can go either way, like, at any time. One good Setsu jump, one good push on either side can just seal the game. Does burn and Fireball the bottom there, just wants to kill everything, but it does not keep the bridge.
Oh, Setsu again
drops
on face. Deadshot is dropping below the 1000 AP mark here.
And reloading here. And fireballing as well. Just Setsu does not survive, but 400, 300, 200. 200 192. That's basically dead. Like one more shot, fireball,
that is basically dead. And a Setsu jump.
Yeah, like a jump and fireball, he is dead. I don't think there's this game, Lear game knows as well that he cannot lose this unless he fucks up in a major way.
Well, there is a Setsu jump available now, but here's the fireball. Oh, and he has nothing to stop it. The cleaver hits face, but now the Setsu and Shock Rock. That was really close.
Yeah. He did just let that one cleaver hit go in. I don't know if he jumped before the magazine was empty or not, but yeah, one more Setsu shot would have killed the cleaver before hitting face. I'm gonna change decks and do side decks and do that instead of just use the exact same deck and win. Like,
so,
gotcha.
We see a Valko versus Setsu.
Wait, no Milloween?
No, Milloween.
They're saving it.
Yeah, they are saving it.
Alright.
They want to give us a good game one.
Wait, this is the same. Yeah, so it's Lear game on the Setsu. So that's another Setsu Lear game. Yeah. So, a lot of Setsus from him today.
A lot of Setsus. And, I mean, he's been quite dominant with it. He just struggled against that one Morelia from Deadshot, but then he was pretty strong with it.
He has a pretty good win rate with that deck today. So,
great
he's probably confident.
That Dragon Web stays alive and goes to phase, forcing Acer to play those Plasma Reeds on the top ridge.
But if Lear game does start with one of the decks he feels confident in, though, I mean, I don't know, if he does lose with that, or win with it rather, he doesn't have that sort of comfy deck to go back to.
Yeah, so... Oh, what a great Daggerfall. It keeps him both bridges and forces Lear game to play more cards to get the bridges.
Deleted.
Yeah, that was great placement on that Daggerfall.
What does Acer have in his, wait, is there a, Spirit Mancer in, Acer's deck? Names.
There isn't, but he did sideboard in his Black Hole. I don't know the reason behind it, though.
I mean, Black Hole is just good, okay? You don't need the reason. It's Black Hole.
Yeah, but in a Valko, I just don't see Valko utilizing
maybe protecting himself against a Setsu jump, or, you know, just splitting up units.
Well,
I mean, there's always
I'm just
a lot of uses for it.
I don't think he was expecting to play against the Setsu.
That's probably true as well.
I think he was expecting the Milloween and use the Black Hole as...
I was.
Well, yeah, I was as well. So, I think it's pretty safe to say Acer was not expecting the Setsu. Oh, the Black Hole comes in, but it's a bit too late. The Fireball does connect.
A millisecond too late there.
The Fireball connects and kills the Sun Lances.
Both players might have expected the other to play a Milloween deck. Therefore, they both tried to counter the Milloween deck, but ended up missing on both fronts there.
Mind Games hit on Acer, and Lear game just hit it about 20 XP ago, but now Acer has his Bridge Burn, so we'll have to see how well he can utilize it and if he can get a lot of mana value out of it. Now,
I am a bit worried for Acer though that Lear game does have this 10 plus XP lead. If it goes away with the XP lead again, that third perk is going to be devastating.
Yeah, it is going to be devastating. The thing is, Lear game is also taking a lot of damage from the perk 1 fireballs from Acer.
He does Black Hole that. I mean, he saves Lear game units a lot of HP.
Yeah.
Because he also had the Bridge Burn going. I don't know. I know what he was thinking with that play there. That was a bit of an interesting... I don't know if he meant to do that. It was a misclick or something like that, but did not get too much value either way.
Oh, great decent fireball there.
Yeah, taking out the Whelp and just
dealing some bit of phase damage is always always comes in handy.
Lear game might be prepping for third perk to coming in soon, just to reduce Acer's HP pool a bit.
The thing is,
to get him...
he's already in front of ahead in HP by quite a bit. He needs to focus on keeping that bottom bridge as much as he can, because every single fireball every single ball he gets hit with, it's bad.
Every single ball he gets, I was gonna make like a 10-year-old joke, but never mind. Sorry.
Okay, no joke then?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't. I'm an adult, okay?
Okay.
Anyway,
that's no jokes. Professional stream.
Exactly. That. Wait, was that Daggerfall meant for the?
I think it was meant for to save the stun lancer, but
says to jump on face. Does have fireball and
it has perk 3.
Yes,
here comes
3 spells in hand. First comes that, then comes the fireball. It does also have the one spitten in hand. He also has the Howling Moon in hand.
I don't think he has anything to kill the Setsu. He doesn't. Setsu is just doing a lot of damage.
Focused the wrong unit as well. And he has Setsu jump back in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna have Setsu jump in hand now, basically. One more. Setsu jump back in hand, back on face.
Oh no.
Wolf's going bottom.
This is going
does
to
have
be...
Shock Rock coming in hand. Another, and Bridge Buddies. Black hole defensively there.
Acer is trying to cycle to the stun lancers, but Setsu kills him. And that is the end of game 1.
I mean, that's just... I mean, I don't know. I just sort of expected this result. I mean, obviously Acer is a good player and everything like that, and he played the matchup well overall, but it's just Setsu, when you reach that critical mass of perk 3 and you get the cycle going, it's just devastating. Like the amount of, I mean, Acer needed to probably be at 2,000 or if Acer was at 2,000, 2,500 HP when Lear game hit perk 3, then it would have enough HP to be like, okay, I can take some jumps, I don't need to be super defensive and super scared about my health pool. I'll have enough. Yeah. But yeah, he lost a bit too much in the early game there, I think.
So, unfortunately, and he couldn't get as much damage as he needed from his perk 1, but still he did a great job. There was nothing he could do against that Setsu, and at perk 3 it just got even scarier.
I mean, I just saw at the end there as well, like Volko tried to defensively just get the Setsu in the black hole, be like, away, don't want to see you anymore.
Yeah, but it was too late then. And good news for Acer though. The Setsu is eliminated, even if Setsu won, but now he doesn't have to worry about it, and he could just try to think, well, am I now really playing against the Milo, or am I playing against something else? Because Lear game is also stepping up with the mind games as well.
I mean, I think I think that maybe both these players have the mindset of, I'm gonna save Miloween till like the last stand. It's gonna be like my fallback attack if everything else fails.
Yeah.
Maybe one or both players have some sort of thought process around that, so they might just sort of switch around to decks that are not Miloween again. I mean, Acer has his APEP, so that could be a good switch up. Okay, Volko didn't really work. Let's just try an APEP. It did work well last time we played it. So that could be the solution here. Maybe. What if we see? Okay, I'm gonna say Stormbringer versus APEP.
Stormbringer versus APEP. I would say now Acer still brings the Volko. Okay, he brings the Setsu, and Lear game brings out the Volko of his own.
Why am I never right, Jules? Why?
Well, because being right is boring.
Are you sure about that? I quite enjoy it. Feels good.
Well, yeah, maybe not. Oh, great Daggerfall. Those Marines are not going to take the bridges anytime soon.
And he just takes the top bridge back. It's like, you ain't getting that one.
You ain't getting
that's man.
They're fighting for the top one, but the bottom one is being controlled by Acer this whole time.
Does take it there with the Shao, but that's going to be taken out by the Whelp. And that small push coming bottom here. I mean, this is a Volko, so no anti-air. There comes the other Whelp. Stuns it though.
And here comes the Daggerfall, killing it. And now this Whelp is going to deal a lot of damage. Look, that was 500 damage Lear game just took from the combo spells plus the Dragon Whelp.
I mean, Lear game does have 3 or 4 anti-air cards in his deck, but if he doesn't play them carefully, he might not have a counter for some time.
The thing is, Acer has a great spell combo in the Setsu. The Shockrock and Daggerfall are amazing to defend anything, and especially some area units like the Whelp to kill a Volko. Leargame not only has to be careful to always save them when he needs them the most, but to also play them as fast as he can.
I mean, again here we see like sort of the Setsu aggressive opening, like Acer jumping on face, almost taken off 1000 HP from Leargame here, and it does also have a small XP lead. But if this turns out like the other game, like the first game, just in reverse, like that could very well be the case.
Yeah, the thing is, Leargame is about to hit his perk 2, and he hasn't been dealing damage with his perk 1. The damage he's dealt is just been dealt with the little push he had on Acer's face.
Yeah, he hasn't really had the bridge, the lower bridge too many times, and he hasn't really been able to get too many bolts going.
So here comes...
Gonna get a few pings here.
Stun Lancers dropped to the top bridge just to not float.
That is a real one.
That is a real cleaver.
So, I think he was surprised maybe. It's like, what, is it real?
He was expecting a fake one. It was actually really smart from Leargame to just drop a cleaver to cap the bridge, like, because Acer was not expecting it to be real. The moment when he saw Setsu jump, he was just, nah, I'm just gonna send it.
They also did end up using a shock arc as well to deal with the cleaver, so another 2 mana used on that defense. But Leargame is almost at half HP here, so he has lost some. Then again, Acer isn't too high on HP either, but I don't know. I just feel like this could be the same situation as last time, where the Setsu's gonna hit perk 3, and then it's gonna drive away with the game.
Well, but there's a difference here, which is Leargame has a cleaver to protect himself from the Setsu, which wasn't the case in the previous matchup.
True, but then he needs to make sure to use it against Setsu, which he might do now. No, he's just gonna be like, not perk 3 yet, not too scared.
Yeah, exactly. The problem is, it is chipping away. Even if you don't consider it, that's a real cleaver though. That is a real one. Oh no, it's not. Okay, he's saving the real one.
Are you trying to bait Acer? It's like, Acer, it's real.
Maybe he's listening to the stream, even with the delay, he can...
Yeah, he's just sensing it. Jules said it's real. Like, I better deploy my defenses.
I mean, look at his picture, the wolf. He has red eyes, he's a sidekick.
But this one
is
real.
Yeah. But this time he knew he couldn't cycle fast enough to the fake one.
Yeah, so that one was not a good play by Leargame there.
And
just
now,
look
sending
him in alone.
The cleaver is not available, so now he has a free Setsu jump, pretty much.
This is very dangerous here. Like, this is...
great spell combo to kill the Zhao.
Stun Lancer, okay. But that was, that... Leargame lost a decent amount of HP there, but that was such a... I don't know, that cleaver play by Leargame was very suboptimal. That cost him a lot. Yeah. If it does that again, he might be dead.
Oh, Acer drops the Stun Lancers on the burning bridge just to protect his Plasma Reach, but they take a lot of damage. Look at that moonwalking Curse Bearer. That was
great. Third perk for Acer, third perk for Leargame.
Yeah,
both.
Guess whose perk 3 is better?
Thinking.
And Setsu is in hand right now, but we have to see if Leargame is saving the cleaver, but is it too late? Even one piercing shot dealing 80 damage plus 50 from the drop is gonna be brutal.
Does have cleaver in hand, and he's not playing it, so I mean, I must be imagining he's saving it for that Setsu jump, and even if he does, Setsu landing does damage.
Yeah, but he also has spells.
Some direct spells. Yeah.
Oh, but he's
and stun set.
Oh.
Ooh,
great.
But that screaming strat.
Great screaming strat.
Very good.
But now Acer needs to be careful. He needs to take that bottom bridge. He cannot take more pings. He just cannot take more pings. He's just gonna die. He needs to play the Morgan right now on the bottom bridge. But at the same time, Leargame has bridge burn.
This is gonna be a... This might be a base race here. But
But another cleaver to defend
100...
himself. And now Acer, look at the pressure on Acer's face. Leargame might have game 2 here on his hands.
Cleaver coming top as well. It needs to defend against that cleaver.
He's using
dangerously
Setsu.
Close here.
He's using Setsu stun shot, and now he gets mana, but now the pings, 2 more pings.
He needs to jump on face or do something now.
Here he comes, but low.
90? 75?
No, he didn't have enough. That was so close.
That was a very intense game there. I mean, I was sure the Setsu was gonna get away with the game again there once he reached perk 3, but just barely the Volko was able to win out.
Yeah, but
That's
now...
that's 2-0 for wait, yes, 2-0 for Lear game, yes.
Yeah, but this is a best of 5, so we still have one more.
Oh, yeah, we do have more games.
Yeah, we still have more games in case Acer goes.
Did you say one more game? Are you saying that Acer's gonna lose again, Jules?
No, I'm saying we still have more games.
It almost sounds like you were rigging the game. It's like,
no,
oh yes,
no,
there's one more game.
No. Let's
Yes.
yeah. Let's just don't tell them, man.
I'm sorry.
Why do you throw me under the bus like that?
I shouldn't. Yeah, I can only talk about the rigging off stream.
So
I remember now.
Yeah, only off stream, man. So Acer is having a rough time, man, and now Lear game Volko is also eliminated, so he can only play Stormbringer Milo.
Well, here, okay, now I think that. Well, I think Lear game's gonna be like Stormbringer. I might as well try, but for Acer, I would say.
Oh.
Yeah. No Lear game. Oh well, okay. So Lear game comes for the Milo win and be like, okay, I'm gonna finish it out with style, kind of.
But look, now it's the time when Lear game plays the Milo.
But Acer is just like, no, I'm gonna use the Setsu. It almost worked last time. This time it will work. And back the other way, the wolf goes.
Now, Lear game, I don't think he cares about the Setsu because he might have brought his Clear Skies into the deck, and being able to heal against an aggressive deck like Setsu is gonna be huge for him. This time,
definitely, it's gonna be.
He doesn't have direct damage that he had with the Volko, nor he has something like Burn the Bridges. He will have Arcane.
It doesn't seem like Lear game. I don't think Lear game has a shrine either in this deck, so it's not an XP Milo anyway. It seems like.
Okay, so maybe he's not going for the XP approach, but he will go for the perk 3 Golem approach and try to then just completely spam the board.
He might have taken out the Bridge Shrine because he thought that Acer might bring a bit more of an aggressive deck. It's like, I'm gonna be too passive to sort of XP focused long.
Yeah. Here comes the first Clear Skies, and that's a perfect Clear Skies. That Golem is now completely full health, but now the Shrimps completely kill it.
And dead.
Yeah, it goes down as fast as it goes up by the Clear Skies because the Flightless Dragon's DPS is just amazing.
Yeah, like the Shrimps there, they just delete anything on the ground.
And we see them now on top, on Lear game side, killing the Setsu. Back and forth. But Acer has the better spell combo to counter them.
I mean, Lear game again. I mean, he's losing a lot of HP here. Under 2,000 XP, very even. I mean, I feel like in the XP game, both players have sort of kept each like one bridge each, or they have sort of switched bridges fairly often between them. So like, no player has really been going away, like sort of just running away with the XP lead in any of these games so far.
I don't know what the heal was all about.
A show of force. I mean, I guess he has. I mean, he was under 2,000. It's like I want to be. Maybe
I want to be above, but now he's below it again, and now he's taking damage. That was 3 mana he spent on the Clear Skies. That it might have been a misclick, a misplay. He might have wanted to play something else.
I mean, I don't know, maybe he played it on purpose, as he thought that he has a thought process of, I don't want to be too low against Setsu, I want to just heal at every possible opportunity. Yeah. But if he does that, then that's dangerous because of the mana he loses just by doing that. I mean, he's also healing Acer since he was not full HP. Even though I don't really care about that, since the Milo game plan, as far as I've heard, is just to get some fat golems and you win the game.
Fat golems, best golems, man. So
Sunlance was there, taking out the Setsu, and
yeah, Acer doesn't even care about that golem hitting his face. He just corrupts a dragon whelp so late. He's more worried about dealing the damage himself. about.
I mean, I think
preventing it.
Acer might be more liberal with taking face damage here because he knows that Lear game will be forced to play more
The
clear
heal.
skies to
Yeah.
heal him back up.
He doesn't care. He's just gonna be healed.
Like, I don't need to care about my health. My opponent will heal.
And he's gonna
instead.
heal me.
It's like, great.
Setsu
it's
coming
free.
down.
Like,
both players shock rock each other's minions, and Setsu goes down to spell combo plus the arcane golem. Here comes the clear skies, healing everything as well as Ace.
I mean, I don't like Acer. I mean, this face damage is just. It just doesn't matter to him, like, at all. And Lear game, I mean, he's healed 3-4 times, but he's still good with under 2000 HP.
Well, here is perk 3
Third
on
perk.
Lear game, which is step 1 of building your turtle town.
Step 1 of winning the game, but Acer as well, third perk in very short
Very
period of time.
shortly.
And
Thing
that's
is,
gonna.
he uses
the
Setsu
heal-
before his
oh,
perk
God.
3. He could have waited just a little bit for Setsu to use piercing stunning
That's
shots.
two,
Three.
two,
10
three-
stacks.
10 stack, 1 7 stack. And this is dangerous. This is very dangerous.
This is the moment where you say,
Same
step
step
1 of your turtle army is getting perk 3. Step 2, just spam the hell out of them.
Yeah.
that's-
Just play turtles and buff turtles. Win game.
Acer had almost 3k HP and now he's at 1000. Simply because there was 2 turtles
Yeah, I mean-
hitting him. Look at that. Each hit is almost 100 HP off of him.
And another turtle deployed top lane. That's another 10 stack at hitting face. 8 stack full health coming top lane. And Setsu
Setsu's
is this is
stunned.
nothing.
See, Acer got perk 3, but he can't even use it. The
I mean,
pressure the
he
middle
got
wings
perk 3.
generates.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, he got perk 3 after the Lear game did, and I think like the turtles just got too much momentum at that time. He needed perk 3 at the exact same time, or slightly before, I think, to have an okay chance.
Oh, and that's the end of Acer.
That's that's 3-0. So I
That's
guess
a 3-0.
I guess that game rigging was indeed accurate.
Yep, sorry Acer. I did it. It was me.
Check your post for the check in a few weeks' time.
Yeah. So yeah, that was really a really good set.
Here. Then maybe face the Morelia.
Morelia's a good starting master.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think that Deadshot might go for the Morelia, and I think Lucille might go for the Diona. If I'm right again, then you owe me a pizza. Deal?
Well, I mean, you kind of saw them before, but okay. Do I owe you a pizza? Do I owe you a pizza? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, wow. I think you owe me
Okay,
2
wait.
pizzas almost at this point.
Let me, if Lazar gets a heal shrine and if he gets a heal shrine from Jungle Jumble, then you pay for the pizza.
Okay.
Only if he gets a heal shrine. Oh, look at that shock rock. That was a cleaver to the face. That may be another cleaver to the face. Ooh. That
You aren't
yeah, no,
spectating Lissur, are you? Speaking of healing shrines? 'Cause I swear to God.
I don't know. Are you spectating? Well, okay. Maybe he
I'm
did
spectating
get
Lissur,
one,
so-
but maybe he did get a heal shrine. But if he gets a chain lightning for 3 mana, and if he gets a golem, a blue golem for 6 mana, then you pay for my lunch.
Oh yeah.
Not only you
wow.
pay for your lunch, but you pay for mine.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. He still didn't play any of his free cards, I think. Oh, no, you should be telling me. Are you spectating Hazard?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what cards
Can't
did he
fool
get?
me.
What cards did he get?
No, surprisingly, got a healing shrine,
Oh.
chain lightning, and a blue golem.
Oh, wow! That means you owe me
Wow.
lunch. Oh, wow, okay.
Oh,
Good to
what
know.
a coincidence!
What a coincidence, man. Oh, that Zhao with 1 HP survives, killing.
But I just realized
Crossroad trap.
Deadshot has an insane XP advantage this early in the game.
Well, yeah, but just because Lazar just played his Jungle Jumble, and this is the first time he played one of the cards he got for cheaper price, so...
But I mean, still though, that's a really rough XP start for him.
Really rough.
Like,
That's double the
almost
XP
40.
difference. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really bad.
Really bad.
I mean, if Morelli gets a third perk before Lasur gets a second perk, that's not good. It's gonna end badly.
It is.
Lasur is holding his mana.
But yeah.
Takes out the long there at least.
Great use of the heal shrine. That's gonna allow the Julaiwnl to kill it. The Julaiwnl, the Stormy.
I mean, he placed it in a way that it was like instantly one shot though.
Yeah. So.
Really
he could have played it behind.
Really keeps on stacking the XP here and emoting. Some fun new emotes I haven't seen before.
Yeah. Best emotes.
Best emotes. All right. Well, I mean, the Lasur hasn't lost much HP, neither has Deadshot here. I mean, from like an HP and sort of board-wise, they seem fairly even, but the XP game here might be the deciding factor.
Yeah, I mean, the HP is not going to be a deciding factor simply because both masters have healing abilities. Ruffles getting the heal potion and Morelia healing herself with the book.
True.
That's 2 mana. That's 2 mana Ruffles just got, and that's huge. That's another card that he can pretty much play for free, but he decides to play Curse Bearer on the
top push here might be a bit scary, but the Scrat that card takes out the Stormy at least.
Yeah, but it does also deal damage to the face, and those Scrats would have been amazing to tank for the Golem. That's a crossbow trap hitting, that's the Golem hitting face, and it's gonna hit again with 1 HP!
Wow!
Deadshot has
a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's 800 health for Deadshot that he wasn't counting on.
He defended it fairly well, but then the Golem just went to town. It's like hit. Like on 1 HP, got like 2 hits in just with that 1 HP. And then this Cleaver as well, gonna get no value just being...
And that's another Golem out. I mean, we mentioned the HP may not be a factor in this game, but now things are...
But
things changed.
Third perk has arrived for Deadshot.
Yeah, but that is going to be... I don't think that's going to be great against what Lazar got from the Jungle Jumble, because he got a Stormy, which is gonna retarget the Nerver, but he does have a Golem and Heal Shrine.
Sure, I mean this time his Golem is not going to reach face, but still did take 200 HP off a Deadshot here, and the Lasur is very healthy at 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's starting to get a lot of value out of his Jungle Jumble here. There's all these cheaper cards just rotating again and again and again.
Here comes Nerver. He dropped the Curse Bearer and the Golem. Is he gonna drop the Heal Shrine behind?
Oh, the Cursed Bearer though. Oh my lord.
It's dealing a lot of damage, and the Golem as well. The Golem is also dealing a lot of damage.
The DPS by that, I mean, by both of them, they almost just killed
that Nerver is dead. Like, that's 1 HP Nerver.
Like,
it will kill the Morgul, but...
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't know.
It also kills
it's
the
just a... it did, but at the same... I mean, third perk has been expended here, almost, and Deadshot is not in a good spot. Now that Lasur does have third perk, he's probably gonna be able to make some pushes happen here, hopefully soon, with the traps and everything. Yeah. And I don't think Deadshot... I mean, if Deadshot does not reach Frenzy very quickly, I think he's dead.
Yeah, well, double traps means crossbows are gonna come a lot more often, and Deadshot now is taking damage from Swarmers now. It's damage he can't take, really. He needs
and those
to kill
taunt totems there just made the Golem able to take out the Cleaver.
Yeah.
Before it was taking out itself.
Look, Ruffles healing on phase as well. That's Deadshot
back to 680.
Good. He heals 200 HP from the book. He just needs to hold on to 10 more XP.
But I mean, he needs to get Frenzy here. But even if he does, one big push from one lane still is at Frenzy.
Very true. Not only he needs to get Frenzy, but he needs to be really careful. Now Lazar is playing his traps to take the bridges, but he really needs to use them to kill Deadshot. The XP difference is huge.
This at Shock Rock is not horrible, but at the same time, another heal for Lasur, but he doesn't need the healing.
Look at Ruffles. Right now. Oh, Ruffles gets healed, but it doesn't matter. He needs something more than heals. He needs the XP. He needs mana. And most of the potions we've been getting were HP potions. And that's Mana Frenzy for Deadshot.
Yeah. If Deadshot can capitalize on this, then he can just run Lasur over, but Lasur only needs one push to get through. And that's that.
Yeah, but now Deadshot is gonna be able to heal every single time he gets the book, and that's exactly what he needs at the same time that applying the pressure to him.
I mean...
Although, Lazar is doing a great job of keeping the bridges.
Yeah, he's not letting them fall into enemy hands too much here, but he might just want to go for a big push in one lane and just let his face be attacked a bit. But that, I mean, obviously it's risky.
Yeah.
But bottom lane here, Golem is fairly healthy, Stormy's still alive. Not anymore, but
Speaking
just
of...
good distractions there to keep the Golem off base. Cleaver takes one hit though.
Yeah, problem is, Lazar's just spamming his cards into the bridge and he's not really playing the golems. He needs to play the golems. Cleaver is stacked by a crossbow trap, and now look at the pressure Deadshot is applying. But now Deadshot is also taking damage as well. He's now 500 HP.
But now both bridges in Deadshot's hands and XP in the mana.
There's a Cleaver, there's But now Lazar gets Mana Frenzy of his own. Can he turn it around?
It's gonna be rough, I think. I mean, he needs to get the bridges back and keep them. And I think that there's been too much mana generated for Deadshot already.
That will happen eventually if he manages to play the golems and keep the Zhaos out of his face. But now Lazar's taking damage. This is the end.
The Zhaos are melting everything here. Well, one Zhao still left alive.
Thing is, Deadshot has a lot of damaging spells, and Lazar, his only way of healing himself is Ruffles, and Ruffles is not going to be able to take anything.
Okay, Ruffles, we need you to get some heals right now.
Oh wait, but he can finish it. Oh, he was gonna lose if he didn't have the Scatillery. He would have lost.
Was that a healing potion that Ruffles almost got?
That was a EXP potion. That was.
Imagine if that was an HP potion, like a second before the Scatillery hits, it heals him. That would have been so fun. I would have been great.
Man.
Close game. Very, 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 very close game. That's the first double frenzy, or maybe even the first frenzy. No, at least the first double frenzy game we've seen this tournament.
Yeah, I think it was first game with double mana frenzy.
Yeah, that lasted. Wait, how long was that game?
I think it was even below the 10-minute mark. Let me check because the replays should store in the game. That was 9 minutes. 9 minutes.
That's we still haven't broken the 10-minute barrier.
Yeah,
that's
good. That's first tournament where up until this point there's no 10-minute games. Isn't that cute?
That is indeed.
But man, the turnaround from Deadshot, he was taking a lot of heat and damage from Lazar's Golem, but I think Lazar's mistake was he played a lot of Swarm minions, so he just forgot about playing the Golems. He got them from a discounted price from the Jungle Jumble, and...
I mean, that one Golem push that really got Deadshot pretty low. I mean, I feel like if he would have gone a bit more all-in on one really big push, he could have broken through. But then again, if he did not, then he would have lost because of it, most likely. So
yeah,
risky. But yeah, that was. I mean, either way, it was a really close game, and a few seconds either way would have changed the result. So,
but now Deadshot's Morelia is out. He cannot play it anymore because he just won with it. And for those tuning in right now, we're not doing Last Master Standing as a format. We're doing Conquest, which means a player who wins with a deck must change it. The deck that wins is out from the set. And the loser can choose between the deck he just used or any of the other available ones. So it's going to be hard now for Deadshot because Lazar has more picks. And I think Deadshot has a great chance of going all in with his Volko now. We know Giona is strong against Volko, but even against...
I don't know. Maybe Lasur wants to switch things up. Maybe go for the Ravager, maybe? I mean, he did play Ravager once before.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe he'll switch up to that. I mean, I can definitely see the Volko, though.
Let's go.
But okay, Lazar now goes for the Ravager. As you expected, you're not wrong.
That's a double win. That's a Volko and a Ravager.
Yeah. This is this is the first time you actually got both of the picks correct.
So that means I get the pizza again, right?
Wait, unless I can guess what card one of the players got on their sideboard from their sideboard. Let me try to think. Let me try to think for a little bit. I think that Lazar got an assassin from the sideboard, even if the assassin is on both deck and sideboard. I think he removed the assassin from his deck, but he added the assassin from the sideboard.
I almost thought you were gonna say he added a wildcard assassin. I was like, oh, in that case.
He added a wildcard assassin, but then he removed the assassin from his main deck. So
smart.
So now you pay for the pizza.
Here comes the Brutus.
And here comes the YOLO with more HP. Is he gonna deal a lot of damage? No, he's not dodging.
No follow-up really though.
He's not dodging.
I mean, Volko.
Oh, but he dodged the cleaver. He's not dodging Volko, but he does dodge the important thing. Look at the damage that just took from all that little push.
I mean, I don't know if Deadshot expected to take this much damage from the initial push, but this is almost half HP. That's too much.
I don't think it was expecting the YOLO to deal that much damage, honestly. The YOLO dodged the important
And Cleaver's gone. And the Whelp was on face as well.
He's taking damage.
Tanking.
I think Lazar has
as well coming in. Like Lasurish, I mean, it's just melted Deadshot. He's not. I mean, he did not defend this in any way. That's and heals Succubus as well, which means he's gonna be able to take the Whelp attack, and there's not gonna another buff.
Oh, look at that! But screaming.
This is cute. Almost GG here. I don't think there's any possibility that Lasur can come back. I just don't think so.
Even the Spirit Master hitting face is really dangerous. Look at that! It's just chipping that shit away. But you would say, well, Lazar does not have like any damaging perks, but dude, he still has Terror Brutus from perk 3, and look at the damage he dealt with this perk 1. This is over.
And then, and then imagine a Frenzy Succubus, a Frenzy Assassin.
Yeah,
like,
or a Frenzy Terror Brutus.
You're very gone.
Healing himself from every attack. Oh, here comes the
Assassin. Does have
more girls.
Does have Shock Rock, and yoink.
Yoink.
Get that good smack in there at the end.
Yeah, like, good smack. But wow, what a push from Lazar.
I mean, I don't know, like to me it felt like the push coming there with the Brutus wasn't, I mean, it didn't seem too intimidating. Maybe Deadshot thought like, this will be easy to take care of, but then didn't really properly counter it. And he just lost a lot of HP, and then he kept losing HP, and his Cleaver got killed, and the Whelp got on face and wasn't focused down because things are focusing the still alive Brutus and stuff still. And I don't know. I just felt like the push itself wasn't too scary, but Deadshot just did not counter it accordingly.
Yeah. But wow, man, that one push was just incredible. And not only he lost a lot of damage initially from the YOLO dodging the Cleaver attacking every 5 seconds, and the YOLO dodging the important attack was huge. Then the meat shield, the Brutus tanking everything. It's just brutal. Now, what is gonna happen next? Well, maybe Deadshot will still go for the Volko. He has the chance of going Volko there or against the Giona, but
after that game, I wouldn't play Volko again, to be honest. I would just be like, you know what? I'm not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood right now. I don't want to lose again, but
I mean, okay, so
I don't
we have
think Stormbringer is the better option. I think Stormbringer is weak, is even weaker than Volko against the Giona, and well, Stormbringer is also weak against Lazar's Volko. So I think Deadshot's best pick would be the Volko. He will have to play both. I mean, no, actually no, because this is a best of 3.
Right. Wait, what deck did Lasur win with again? I mean, Deadshot? Wait, got...
Deadshot won with a Morelia, and Lazar won with Ravager.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see a Diona, and then probably... I'm just gonna say Stormbringer. I know.
I'm guessing it's gonna be... We'll go with that. I'm guessing it's gonna be Giona versus Volko.
Alright.
Because... Deadshot's. I think Deadshot's Stormbringer is even weaker than his Valko to Lazarus stacks. And his best, the best odds he can get is playing his Valko, because this is not best of 5. If he loses now, he's out.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like from a sort of a mental sort of psych perspective, that loss with the Volko, that was fairly devastating.
Yeah.
He might just not want to play it again. But it's Stormbringer.
It's Volko versus Stormbringer.
So I was correct with the Deadshot's pick at least. So 1 out of 2. I'll take it.
So you owe me a pizza then. You didn't guess it correctly.
I got 5 out of 6. I think I still get a pizza, sir.
Well, you get a quarter of a rice, as you did with Gandalf the last event. Sounds good.
All right then, I'll take it. Well, I mean, this, I would imagine Lesseur is probably confident here. It's like, okay, he got some sort of... Wait, is this like this is a red golem?
This is a red golem armored escorts deck.
With the black hole as well, so he's got protection against any sort of... is it black hole? Yeah, black hole. Yeah, so
black hole.
He does have protection against... I mean, he can't protect against the laser turret, semi-well at least.
Ooh.
He also has some burn, like
that fireball.
I feel... Yeah, I feel Lesseur here might be confident. Like, okay, I'm gonna play an aggro game. I'm just gonna beat the Stormbringer to death with the stick before he reaches perk 3.
Yeah. Oh, Cannon Roller takes 2 hits on Lazarus' face. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, here comes the laser turret.
I don't know, just placing it down preemptively. I'm not sure how I feel about that play in general. Like, if it just times out, then you don't get too much value from it. I mean, it's a fairly expensive building. Oh.
Stays alive for quite a bit as well.
That's true. That save though from the acid,
save, yeah.
pretty good.
What do you mean acid? Poison.
Well, you know, acid. I don't know, whatever.
Brocasters. Yeah. Oh, the cleaver. That cleaver's gonna hit. No, wait. He has a screaming scrat. There we go. But I think it's still gonna kill the. Oh.
The screaming scrat killed his own stun lancer. That's some fun times right there. I mean, these escorts though, they're doing a decent amount of damage to units here.
Yeah. So they're gonna go down to the cannon roller.
Slight XP advantage to Deadshot here, just reaching 2nd perk, but like HP is really even, and that is probably gonna be to Volko's favor as he can get more pings in.
Well, we also gotta remember that Stormbringer perk 3 can also be really dangerous in terms of your HP.
And remember, 1500 HP here, red golem.
Yeah, he is.
Just take a bit more HP. I mean, come on, Lesseur, wait for that 1500. Go for it. Be a man.
He is going for it.
I guess just let Stormbringer
he is going for it. He has nothing to play right now. He just needs
like
2 more pings.
Gonna hold now.
I think he's gonna hold on. Okay. No.
Oh,
it's
1500. No.
Okay, he did it.
Wait. There we go. Proud of himself.
There we go. That was good timing though.
And
he could have.
There's no turret either.
Stormbringer could have hit the escorts.
This can be devastating. He has no laser turret in hand. He has
black
hole that he can use.
He needs to black hole the cannon roller. There we go.
Yeah. Now he has fireball in hand, but the escorts died because of it, and that's a bit late. I mean, he probably wanted to have the escorts alive, and another turret is placed down and almost taken out, but still, did not. I mean, he should have gotten way more out of that. I feel the value was subpar.
I mean, he took quite a bit of time to black hole the cannon roller. That was basically just killing the escorts, and you can't really have that.
Yeah.
If your escorts are the support for your push, you need to keep them alive.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost 3rd perk for Stormbringer as well. Here, this is starting to get dangerous.
Here comes again.
That's a fireball. Fireball?
He does have fireball. And he throws it. But he misses. But the cannon roller rolls away.
Dodge, just like Neo. Just dodging out of the way there.
That was
just defending
bad. That was crucial. That's 4 mana thrown away to just kill 2 crossbow dudes. And the golem is now dead. Look at that. Deadshot's still taking damage from Volko perk 1. Don't get me wrong, but is.
But I mean, Stormbringer ping's now starting to hurt as well, though. So I mean, you can't just take them.
Exactly, because Deadshot now got his Trek 3. Lazar is almost below 700 HP, and it's getting rough.
Almost dead even on HP here. And even if Volko gets perk 3, I mean, it's not going to be super valuable.
I mean, his melee minions are just getting stunned and killed by this laser sword, so yeah, I agree. I think even if both players are low in HP, I'm going to have to give this... I'm going to give the edge to Deadshot just because Stormbringer and the laser turret are applying a lot of pressure on the bridges, even low.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has the defensive tools, and Stormbringer pings are a never-ending continual barrage.
Volko is taking damage from this one stun
But Volko, come on now, you gotta hit him. You can't just let him stun you, sir. Be a man.
Not only you can't let him stun you, but you're taking damage when you have 300 HP.
He's really trying to keep the bottom bridge here, but it's not being allowed to. And like, I mean, this is... You can't defend against this.
Deadshot is
I don't think
doing such a good work. Oh no, the
Golem is tanking a bit here. I mean, thankfully the Golem is tanking, but even, I mean, he needs to get something going with this push. If not, it's too late, I think.
The thing is, if he gets to the bridge, he has Black Hole to also keep the bridge a bit longer, but he also has damage spells like Sunburn and Fireball. That's over 200, over 300 almost HP. Damage.
Beautiful Sunburn to almost kill all the things there. Okay, still alive, still alive.
He needs
I believe.
The bridge. But now the turrets
get the bridge, sir. Just get the bridge. Black hole? No, almost. Okay, black hole soon. There we go. Black hole. Ah, you had the bridge for a second. You could have black hole.
He's gonna burn it, but now he has no minions on the field. Stormbringer's gonna win the game. 50 HP, he has nothing. He has nothing.
I think he lost the game there by misplaying. I think that was a misplay. Definitely. Did you saw that? You saw that too, right? He had the bridge for a split second. If he would have black hole there, nothing would have gotten on the bridge. He would have been able to get.
Start expending mana. Go, go.
I remember.
Setsu versus APAP.
So I was not. Wait. Acer isn't playing APEP? Okay, fine. Whatever. Back to set. I mean, Acer doesn't want... You don't want to play your Milo? You don't want to play your APEP? Why do you have them?
Maybe. True.
Well, I guess we are seeing the APEP then. That would have been the second option there for me anyway, so... Close enough. But does he have the wheel, though? That's the question. I don't know if you're spectating Deadshot or...
I'm spectating Acer. I'm always spectating top C.
I'll spectate Deadshot next game then. I just...
Good.
I got the invite link to Acer, okay? I just clicked yes, because I'm a nice guy.
I clicked yeah. You always accept invites. Okay, Acer
That's
taking
what nice
Dragonwhelp to the face. And that chopper on the top bridge.
I mean, I feel like Acer... he has played like this Setsu deck, what, like 3-4 times or something at this point?
Yeah.
I feel he's fair. I mean, he must like it or feel comfortable with it anyway.
Well, I mean, if you bring it to a tournament, you must like it, you know. So.
I mean, some people just bring decks they've never played before either. So.
Yeah, I get the feeling. So, something I want just to throw out for notice is the chopper that Deadshot has in the deck can't be countered by anything on Acer's deck. He has no cleaver, no minion that will deal a lot of damage, and every single minion is melee minion. Everyone. So
that is true.
That is scary.
I mean, that might just be like a okay, chopper's coming through, clear the lane, clear the lane.
Oh, you see, the Wheel of Doom wasn't out of the deck. It's there.
And value.
And it's value, yeah.
Takes out a 3 mana and some throwers, so like 3.5, 4. Basically an even trade, I guess, but still, keep the bridge.
That chopper on the bottom bridge is just gonna go, like, towards face. There's nothing Acer can do about it. He just has to push on the other lane when the chopper comes out.
Really good Screaming Scrat top as well for Acer earlier there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess with the chopper, I mean, he's just gonna ignore it, right? He's gonna let Setsu take care of it, and that's it.
Pretty much, but that's 50 damage every time it hits, and it's
that's
not
true,
good.
but still, I mean, the worst he can do is, is just play minions against it, because that's not going to do any better.
True, exactly, yeah. Everything, the worst thing you can do is play minions, play against it.
It's like, the solution, chat, is just don't counter it. Just let it be. You're all good here.
See what happens when you let it be. Acer took a lot of damage.
I mean, that Screaming Scrat does sort of bring the back there to avoid some damage, but at the same time, it doesn't get the bridge. Well, I would have lost it anyway, I guess. So no matter. But Setsu here, I mean, Deadshot is losing a bit of HP, but he is at second perk, and he does have that totem, that very balanced shield totem.
Very balanced. So yeah, here comes the totem is dropped. He still takes some damage, but neglects pretty much all of it, 90% of it.
I mean, again, Acer is in a position where he's not in an XP lead. He's actually a decent XP deficit. And even though he's slightly ahead in HP, if he doesn't get third perk, I don't think he can finish off this game, especially with Totem being in play now.
I mean, even with perk 3, the Totem is gonna be one huge pain. He does have spells to try to counter it, but do you want to throw 5
It does have Shock Rock. I mean, if you time it very, very correctly, and you sort of... I mean, if you play minions on every single lane, and you just sort of try your best to make the totem almost unable to get any value, then can break through, but that totem is such a pain in the ass. I mean, you can just be on face, and Ape doesn't care, because you're vulnerable.
I mean, the thing is, it's most likely that Deadshot won't play that totem, like, on the range of his face, so... If he does, then he's gonna take damage from Setsu and the spells, because Shock Rock and Daggerfall will also reset the attack on Setsu. Yeah, and Great Wheel gets a good value. And here comes Ape at perk 3. He gets a free Drone Walker.
That's a pretty good card.
Pretty good card against this Setsu. This Dragon Wolf will be a good target for it, but...
I feel like that defense earlier though, instead of playing it on the bridge, I would have played it at the furthest back, so it has the most amount of time on the field to get to the enemy face.
That is
just
also
sort of like,
a really good thing, yeah. Did you see that Deadshot also has the Wheel of Doom to counter Setsu?
True. I mean,
he does have.
I mean, he does have some cards that he can use to just either negate the damage or get rid of Setsu, or just mean he's not feeling super pressured probably right now, and he does have a over 30 XP lead, and I mean, I think Acer is not going to go for a lot of face jumps right now because he knows that Totem is in hand and he doesn't want to just waste his Setsu jump.
Well, he's about to hit his own perk 3, and you
that
see now...
might turn the game.
Might turn the game. The thing is, Wheel of Doom is so much better than a Cleaver to counter Setsu, just because Cleaver can still be stunned by Setsu if it's not played perfectly fine, or if it's played perfectly fine, still a Shock Rock can stun it. But the Wheel of Doom comes out even if your Master is stunned or whatever. So...
I mean, but then again, it only takes one misplay of the Totem, one misplay of the Wheel, and then dead.
Here comes Setsu. Totem
and
comes out
Wheel
perfectly,
is
but...
Wheel of Totem, that Wheel words. I mean, it does... I mean, even if he just gets some value there, he only takes 100 HP off
and he's taking damage from that as well.
I mean, he needs to do like 300 or plus damage per jump. If not, I don't think he's gonna be able to get Deadshot out of the game here.
Yeah. Now, thing is, Deadshot is so close to getting Mana Frenzy compared to Acer. He just got his own perk 3, and Deadshot is 20 XP away from his Mana Frenzy as Apex.
I think the game will be. I think the game will be over before anyone reaches Frenzy here, because I think it just takes a little push from each side, and it's gonna be the end. Like,
yeah, I mean, the chopper is also a problem. He can't deal with it.
Now, now Acer is jumping defensively as well. I mean, he's not really going for Deadshot's face at all, because I don't think he sees any opening there. It's like, okay, he has the Wheel, he has the Totem. What can I really do?
Yeah,
like,
because exactly. He noticed he has no way to deal damage to face. Now he is jumping to face. But
I mean, he's
Deadshot,
trying, but
Deadshot has the Totem.
Like, what does that do for him? I mean, he jumps, spends 2 mana, he gets like 50 damage in, and that's it. And at the same time, his face is unprotected.
From the chopper. Yeah.
Yes, like coming in there, slowly but surely. And now, we are at Mana Frenzy, just wheeling face.
The frenzy, and now he's starting to spell the face. That is...
And that's GG.
That is GG. He had nothing to tank the Wheel with. Nothing.
Setsu trying to jump away from the wheel there. It's like, save me! But no, not enough.
So yeah, that is game 1 going to Deadshot.
And thankfully,
his APEP, yeah. APEP is out.
Thankfully, APEP is out of the game. 1 out of 2 APEPs gone.
Yeah, 1 of 2 APEPs, because there's still other. So let me remind you, Gnome, that you should now spectate Deadshot.
Oh, you think I'd forget that? Of course not.
No. Why would I think that? I wonder. Now, let's see. Acer has all 4 decks available. Deadshot's APEP is out, which means
I mean,
maybe
I
Valko's
don't
next?
dislike. I mean, I feel Acer's just been on the Setsu for so long now. It's gonna be like, I'll stick with this till I die.
No, probably. I mean, you will have to win with 3 of your decks.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm guessing.
I think. I think that Acer has a better chance against any other deck but the APEP deck with the Setsu deck. Just because, like, APEP second perk is just too strong, especially against Setsu jump.
The thing is, in a best of 5 where one of your decks is pretty much a spare, you need to play the 3 decks you consider your strongest. And he is not playing the Milo or the APEP. The 2 decks, I would say they have to be played as your first picks.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that. I mean, for Acer, I'll probably say that his APEP deck is the strongest, depending on RNG, then Milo, and then Setsu. I mean, I think his Volko is the weakest deck he has. I mean, he can use his side deck to make it better, but to start off, I think the Volko is the weakest link here.
Yeah, I mean...
But, I mean, I could easily see another Setsu for Acer, and then maybe a Morelia. Actually, maybe a Volko for Deadshot.
I mean, it's also kind of a mental game, because it's not the same to go losing 2-0 to being tied 0-0. It's not the same. You don't go into the game with an open mind like, oh, this is tied. You're like, I'm losing, I need to win.
I mean, we do see the Morelia, which is not that surprising, and finally, Acer has
brought the APEP.
Has conceded and said, you know what? Fine, I don't believe in Setsu anymore. I'm all about the APEP games now. And his APEP deck is strong, and with some small RNGs, he will crush it. Hopefully, maybe.
Hopefully, we need to see that RNG.
Not biased.
Not biased. Oh, that cleaver is doing work. That cleaver.
I mean, poor Morgul just.
I mean, he's also gonna kill that one Swarmer. But not only that, but okay, he won't kill it. But he got that top bridge for quite a long time, and now you can see there's double EXP difference on Morelia. Morelia has the upper hand here.
I mean, I feel Deadshot as. I mean, in his Morelia games, he's been fairly far ahead in XP and in all those.
Deadshot.
Depends, so.
Sorry, Acer got 3 Elite Swarmer from his future present, and he got 3 Disruptor Pots from his perk 1. Now, the Elite Swarmer...
bad.
It's no bad, because both are 0 costs, but he could have definitely gotten something way better, like a big tank,
or like, yeah.
Like a Colossus, like you would love.
Well, I'm not that lucky, so I'm used to it. Bounty Sniper
instantly out.
It's like, I don't want that in my game.
Deadshot does not like the Bounty Sniper at all. So
understandably, I mean, he doesn't want Acer to sort of get that XP back. But he is getting some XP back here. I mean, he hasn't lost more ground.
Well, yeah, I mean,
the
XP difference was more due to the fact that Acer spent 8 mana on the future present. But
exactly, and now that he sort of has a bit more cycle back. And he's sort of bringing that XP back. I mean, thankfully he's not losing that XP game too much at all currently. And I mean, health-wise, both even. I mean, nothing really, speak of there. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this game will all depend on how Acer is utilizing his totem, what cards he gets from his third perk, and how Deadshot can utilize his third perk as well.
Well, now we see the XP difference closing out. That was 5 XP difference to what it was initially 20. And I have to say that Cleaver is not going to do anything with Perks 2 on its way. Here comes the Totem, and
I mean, it's effective.
Get rid of the pups very well. Now, the
Bounty
XP,
Sniper though, just
Acer is
like,
in front
keep
now.
you.
Things are
I mean,
turning.
That Bounty Sniper got like what 2 or 3 shots or more
Yeah,
in
I
that
think
phase.
I think it was 2 shots off face, but
Yeah, and like all that XP when you have the bridges as well, you know, you get a lead. That Cleaver, never mind, took care of it, but the shrimps are there too. Never mind.
yeah.
I mean, I speak too soon, but Cleaver's still useless because the totem is there to tank.
The tank, yeah. And now
The
Deadshot taking damage, but now it's
took a
almost
lot
a
of damage
10
there.
EXP advantage on Acer. See how things turn.
I mean, and now that Acer is getting closer to his 3rd perk, the value he's getting and the bridge grab he's also most likely going to get with the free cards might end up winning in the game. I mean, he does have a really good HP advantage right now, and he is getting small pushes in here and there, and just the Apep Totem has protected Acer against a lot of Cleaver hits and more.
So both players really close on the perk 3. We'll have to see if RNG helps Acer or if he gives it something. I mean, I was gonna say, what if he gets a ghost? Is that bad? Well, no, because Deadshot has Nerver from perk 3.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the ultimate sort of, I see you using your perk 3.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using mine too, so.
Well, here comes perk 3, and he got a free... Wanna guess? Fire him.
That's not bad, not bad.
Not bad at
Good
all,
DPS.
considering Deadshot has spear throwers, has a lot of things that actually...
I mean, the Cleaver as well does take good amount of damage from that.
Exactly. But
And the Bounty Sniper, not dead.
the Bounty Sniper will kill the
1
Zhao
XP.
as well. Yeah, that's 2 XP.
2 XP.
And might
Just
even
keep
get
on
3.
hunting.
Well, it won't. Here comes Niver. Gets rid of the Disruptor Pups.
Alright, well. Deadshot is getting dangerously low in HP here. Almost down to 500 if this keeps up. And he's... I mean, Acer is going all top lane. And if Nerver just keeps on going bottom,
yeah,
then he's probably dead. Going top. Never mind.
That sniper on the top bridge got 2 XP for Aether, which is huge. He now has
157.
20 XP lead. Never is way healthy though,
but I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because like Acer has the totem, and he can just delay and delay and delay. I mean, if he just goes full, all in on one lane.
Not only he has that, but he has this stun lances. He also has shrimps. He has the fire. He has a sniper. He has a lot of ways to deal with it.
Yeah,
Deadshot cost
that
GG.
combo, like that combo is just deadly. Like you can't deal with it. Like the chain lightning doesn't deal with it.
There we go. That's Nervous. That's perk 3 out. But now Aether has his own perk 3. Free fire in every cycle.
And Deadshot is dead. I mean, Deadshot is dead. There's no way out of this here.
He called the GG.
Yeah, I mean, that combo, oof, that was nasty. I mean, even with the chain lightning there, stunning the stun lancers and all for a split for a second, it wasn't enough for Nerver to get off the auto attack. So still stunned and dead, and that's it, fortunately.
So, as we said, it's important for Acer to play the decks he considers is his strongest, which we all know it's Apep and Milloween. Because it's not the same to go into a matchup going down 2 games than going up 2 games. Is up 2 games, you're like, okay, I can beat this. And down 2 games, you're really...
Yeah, you're struggling.
Yeah, you're struggling. You need to win. If you lose again, you're out. So you start panicking.
I mean, I think that Acer now that has 1 game back, he's like, okay, I used one of my stronger decks or one of my strongest decks, and it got me the win I was looking for. So now maybe I'll go back to a deck, like maybe back to the Setsu or back to a deck that's like, okay, this isn't my strongest deck, but I think it's good enough to get the next win and then save the sort of the strongest deck, Milloween, for example, until you really need it, potentially.
So, yeah, I mean, now the Apep is out. which means maybe Acer will play Morelia. Sorry, Acer will play Milloween, not Morelia. But I don't know. It's hard because if you're Deadshot and you think Acer is gonna play Milloween, do you play Volko? Because Acer has clear skies. Maybe it doesn't matter if you do.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like Volko's been doing super great for a lot of players this tournament. Overall.
Maybe they just don't know how to play it.
I should show them. I should show the youngsters how to do it in the olden days. But yeah, I mean, I would imagine that Acer is gonna be back on the Setsu, and I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll see Deadshot on the Stormbringer, maybe.
Who knows? I'm thinking he's gonna go for Morelia once again.
I feel like Deadshot might maybe save that as like the last resort. I mean, I feel like it might be one of his. I mean, he might view it as one of his best decks, aside from the Epip deck. So I don't know. I mean, I also feel like it's part of the mental game, right? It's like, okay, I lost with this deck, so I just want to try again. But then if I lose again with the same deck, what do I do?
But yeah.
Well, not necessarily the same exact deck, but master anyway.
Well, here comes the Milloween from Acer.
Oh, no mercy. Okay.
And Stormbringer for Deadshot.
I was right about the Stormbringer pick at least, but I mean, I guess Acer just doesn't want to save that Milloween. Just wants to like, okay, I got one win, now I'm gonna pound it in with another one.
So, let's see.
I mean, I would think that Milloween has the edge here, just because Milloween is Milloween.
Yeah.
And in the, I mean, it doesn't matter if Deadshot gets perk 3, because when Acer has perk 3, that's like, you can poke those golems all you want, they just keep on growing. And healing.
But
yeah.
This laser turret may prove to be a pain for Acer. We've seen it in previous games. Laser turret being really dominant and really hard to play against.
I suppose, but he does have the he might have the Scrat got that card and launches Scrat bombs. And I would hope he has a black hole in his Milloween as well, which would semi counter it.
Well,
bit anyway.
You would be wrong then, because
what?
He doesn't. Ooh, that cleaver sound.
No black hole, you say? Really?
Oh yeah, he does have clear skies. He does have the usual you would find on a Milloween.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay then. Well, if that's how he likes it, a tank in front, that's nice.
And now that cannon roller will still hit it because it does open up before it actually tanks the hit.
If he had black hole there. If he had black hole there, man.
Well, he heals up the tank, but at the same time he heals Deadshot, so is it worth it?
Advanced
I mean, it
BM?
doesn't matter. I think he was actually trying to heal the tank so he can deal more damage, but he wasn't aware that he was also going to heal Deadshot.
I do feel like Acer might be doing some very advanced early BM. It's like, I'm going to heal you early, because like, before perk 3, I don't care. You can have as much HP as you want, because once you reach perk 3, you're going to melt in 2 seconds anyway. So, it's okay.
It sounds like a possible thing. So,
I mean, in the few Milo games we have seen, it is sort of the thing of, okay, reach perk 3 and then roll over and say goodbye. Ooh, that's it though.
That was one great poison strike. And he
I
heals
just like saying acid.
Golem. Yeah, we're just gonna let you call it acid so that you can feel included. Like you're like part of a group. Here comes the arcane missiles, great arcane missiles into the cannon roller. Although the bottom counter roller
it's-
does
yeah.
connect to phase before Milloween can take it out, but does it matter? Because you can
I mean,
heal.
look at the XP.
Yeah,
The XP here is very, very,
brutal.
very good for Acer. He's gonna, he's gonna roll over Deadshot here very soon, I think. It's like once he reaches perk 3, I don't know. I just don't know how Deadshot's gonna deal with all the golems. Sure, if you have a laser turret, okay. If you have a cleaver, okay. But they just keep on coming, and I don't know. With the healing as well, it can be very, very rough.
Yeah, agreed. And we see that laser turret being the pain we thought it would be.
And even if he doesn't,
dead.
even if he doesn't win on third perk outright, I mean he's gonna be way on the way to Mana Frenzy by the time Deadshot hits perk 3.
Here comes perk 3, and that's what we call step 1 to your turtle army.
And even if he manages to hold out and all that, like in the Mana Frenzy sort of end game, I mean obviously the Milloween with massive golems and clear skies would have the advantage.
Yeah.
2 golems bottom lane. They are growing.
Oh, he didn't manage to heal that one golem, and it's dead. It's dead.
Ay. It's okay, but we have more in storage. Send them out.
More in storage. Wait, not yet. He still has to cycle for them. And now, Deadshot is 20 XP away from perk 3, while Acer is 50 away from Mana Frenzy. And
that's a dead cleaver. Goodbye, sir.
There's a 50 XP difference. That is massive. That is nowhere near to what Deadshot would like to see.
Even if Deadshot manages to keep both bridges for the rest of the game, it's almost not going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Because he's also going to have to start fighting on the bridges. That 50 XP difference is going to be... It's
almost up to
going to turn
170.
into more. It's going to turn into more. Because of the golems stacking up.
Yeah, and just the golem value is insane here. I mean, how is he supposed to deal with all these
Look, he's just
really
gonna
highly
heal.
stacked golems?
Look at that. And the counter roller is dead. It's stuck on the wall.
And he has to use the acid on the bottom lane, not on the golems at top lane, which means they're gonna go uncontested almost into the base.
Yeah, he's
Or
using
his
the
face
laser
anyway.
turret as a defense tool right at the back of the tower, but now
But
stun.
And look at the golem, like just each shot hurts. Good amount.
The 50 XP difference now turned into a 60 XP difference. And
190.
Acer is about to hit Mana Frenzy right at the same time
And-
Deadshot hits his perk 3.
And that will be GG. I'm gonna
there's
say
no way.
there's no way that Deadshot will be able to come back from that.
If he is struggling this much against a non-Mana Frenzy Milloween, imagine. Here comes Mana Frenzy. At the 6.5-minute mark, the spell spam begins. The turtle spam begins.
I feel like Acer is going for a flawless win here.
Well, it's not flawless because he did take damage. He just healed it.
No,
Does it count?
as long as he healed it up, doesn't count. Doesn't
Okay,
count.
then flawless. It will happen. There's no way. He just spams the clear skies.
Yeah, and just to BM, he just clears guys even though he doesn't need to.
Yeah,
Just
so
keep on pushing the buttons. Yeah, this will be the end here. I mean, that shot held out fairly. I mean, he held out long enough. He held out for 7 minutes, but against Milloween, playing Stormbringer, like it's. I mean, I just don't really think. I mean, maybe you have like a 20% chance to win the game when you start, if you play perfectly, in that sort of scenario.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
yeah,
that's over.
that is
Disgusting? Yeah, I agree. That is disgusting. The
Milloween, by the way.
But hear me out. It wasn't a 10-minute game.
No, only 7 because he rolled over and said, "You know what? I don't want to play this game anymore." Well, didn't exactly roll over. Didn't have a choice but to roll over.
Yeah.
It's more of a just you better roll over. If not, I'm going to make you.
More of a it had to happen, you know.
Yeah, there's no mercy there. There's no pats on the head. It's just like drag him in the tail, slap him against the wall, and then rolled over.
So now Acer cannot play Milloween or Apep, and he is forced into Volko or Setsu. He just need one more game to win the set and go into the grand finals against Lear game for revenge.
Now, now I think we're gonna see the Setsu again. I mean, I personally, I just don't really think Acer wants to play the Volko here. I mean, I would go back to the Setsu. I mean, I thought he would go back to the Setsu last game, but I suppose Acer. I mean, he might have tried the. I mean, he tried the Setsu first. It's like, okay, this is not my strongest deck at all. But I want to try it for the first game, see how it turns out. Did not end up winning that game. Then it's like, okay, now I'm pulling out the big guns. First brings out the Apep, okay, winning. Then brings out the Milloween, steamrolling. Okay, got those 2 wins in the bag. Now we just need one more. And that means, okay, I got my Setsu and Volko potentially. So I'll just go back to that, and then he's probably feeling. I mean, not hugely confident as he did have a lot under his belt there, but at least he doesn't have to be afraid of facing an Apep again. So that's not too bad.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, the Setsu can be really scary against all of the decks Deadshot has, and I agree. Not having the Apep available, Setsu is going to be quite a threat.
Exactly. I mean, just like imagine, okay, he lost the game with Setsu in large part due to Apep's invulnerability. The totem just being very, very balanced. Yeah. So because of that, I mean, and when Deadshot doesn't have that capability, when he doesn't have the master that has the opportunity to just not care about damage, then Setsu just jump in again and again and again and again, and it will allow Acer to have that really offensive, aggressive mentality and just DPS any master down. Like if he tries Stormbringer, dead, I would say. If he tries the Morelia, I would not look liking that either.
Yeah.
If he tries the Volko, I don't know.
Dead.
And Setsu is back, which I thought here, and back on the Morelia. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I think if I was Deadshot, maybe I would have gone for the Volko because I'm not liking Morelia or Stormbringer against Setsu here.
So, the thing is, now Acer playing Setsu, this means he considers his Setsu way better than the Volko.
Which I mean, I thought
and
he did
agree.
anyway.
I agree. The Volko is not looking scary at all. I feel like Acer's Volko is actually hidden in the sideboard.
I mean, it's more of. I mean, I feel the Volko is more of a sort of a wild card deck in a way, if you know what I mean. Not thankfully not an actual wild card deck, but more of a wild card deck in that regard. It is sort of ace up his sleeve for something fun and innovative.
Now, let's see.
Small push here.
Good early
and
damage.
It's some suicidal ending of that push.
Oh, really
though,
good
right?
shock rock.
Setsu and face.
It retargets Morelia so they can hit Setsu, but still, Cleaver comes out to kill Setsu.
So I mean, I'm sure that Deadshot is very well aware of like, okay, I will have this. I will have this Cleaver ready for every single Setsu jump.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine that's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
But then, since Acer does have the stun lancers and counter tools to the Cleaver after that, I mean, if he plays a 6-mana card to deal with a 2-mana Setsu jump, what is he gonna?
I mean, let's be honest. Having the Cleaver every single time for the Setsu is maybe the best play he can have. And look again, Setsu comes down, Cleaver instantly in response to the Setsu, and it not only kills the Setsu but the Morgul.
But I mean, at the same time, though, I mean, Acer is doing 100 damage or more per jump. I mean, sure, that's not a lot. You need 30 to win the game that way, but you also can also get a push on the back of that, and you can also just sort of force Deadshot to play in a way that you can force him to play in the way you want him to play, because he has to respond to your play with a specific counterplay, and that can sort of give you an edge and sort of the lead in the game.
Well, the problem is that Acer is doing a great job in applying pressure. Even if he plays the Setsu jump onto face and Deadshot replies with a Cleaver, it means that it's mana Deadshot is not investing on getting the bridges, and it's 6 mana versus 2. It's still really good for Acer. Forcing the Cleaver so he can play any of these other options is quite good.
But still, I mean, this is the first, like, Setsu almost got a full clip.
Exactly.
Off there, and that's like 250 whatever HP, and that's gonna be noticeable if he keeps on doing that.
And it still forces out the Cleaver. Not only he gets a full cleave, but he forces out the Cleaver. Really good Chain Lightning to kill the Curse Bearer. And that Cleaver's not getting shot by Setsu, which is great for Deadshot. But there's still blocks on his hand. Oh, great! Shock Rock predicting the Elo Cleaver.
But, I mean, I don't know why Acer played the stun lances bottom there. Did he not want to stun the Cleaver top?
Because he was waiting to play his blocks on the Cleaver. But he wasn't expecting Deadshot to counter it.
But still, I don't know what the stun lances were doing bottom anyway, and in the end they were just countered by the Defenso.
He was just trying to get the bridge, but I agree that maybe splitting the spear the stun lancers right in the middle to not only take bottom bridge, but to also stun the Cleaver would have been a much better play.
And anyway, did lose some HP there, under 1500.
Yeah.
The Deadshot is going to lose some more HP here when Setsu comes in, and the Tantrum
But the Cleaver comes in
hitting away
as well. Thing is,
and
Acer
both
took
players,
2 Cleaver hits to the face.
That's true, and both players here, they're getting close to perk 3. Deadshot slightly ahead, but both players will hit perk 3 at close to the same time. And that could be very interesting. It will be interesting to see how those perk 3s will turn out for each player.
Oh look, now he's countering the Setsu with a Skeleton Horde. The thing is, Deadshot has the Cleaver for the Setsu, but he also has heals from the book. Now,
but that fireball, not only did it take out the skeletons, but it did hit face.
Yeah.
And I mean, more DPS, I mean, more smork. I mean, if it just hits a few more sets jumps, hits a few more, a few more fireballs and what else, then Deadshot will be really, really low.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now, Deadshot has Never in the deck. He's just waiting for a perfect opportunity to play it.
But Acer has Laser.
Yeah.
Rhymes.
Well, here comes the Cleaver.
Ooh,
nice stun.
Perfectly timed there.
It allows him to get a full clip off with the stun shot, dealing double damage.
Yeah,
now
and again,
it's the time.
he does have a fireball.
Now it's the
doesn't
time
need
to play
much
Never.
more.
He needs to go now. There we go. Good Never breath on the stun lancers. And he will get a Cleaver to face.
Strat was played too early there.
He stunned Setsu. That's another Cleaver hit to face. Here comes
that-
Never. Never does not get his hit off.
He does play defensively here. I mean, I don't know, maybe he wanted to play offensive. I mean, you do want to deal with an air, but you need to, but I mean, he will defend it, but still.
But Never is now dead.
He needs to.
Can Deadshot do it? He needs.
This is gonna be really close here.
He needs damage. Never is gone,
but he can't just play his hand either because he needs to have the. He doesn't have the Cleaver. He doesn't have mana for Cleaver.
Oh, Setsu reloads.
So much
That's
HP.
the game.
Like
that's the set.
That was okay. In the end, there, that was a. I mean, what I was going to say was, Deadshot cannot play anything other than the Cleaver before Setsu lands because he needs the mana for Cleaver.
Yeah,
at least not from the same player.
So, I think Lear Game has the better odds starting up with Milloween, but Acer also not only has Milloween, but he has his APAP, which we've seen be really good, and we're already going on to game 1.
Yeah, I feel Acer will start. I mean, I know I feel APAP start again. He feels a really solid starting.
We have
matchup here.
The Setsu on Lear Game, and we have Acer playing on Milloween. And I think Acer.
So just
Acer is
going hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think Acer has learned of his mistake on the previous set, not starting with his heavy decks. Oh, I mean, that's a really good shock rock. He resets Setsu reload, and that one Flightless Dragon. Look at all the damage it dealt. That's almost 700 damage.
That's really almost insane there. The damage that single whelp got in, or Flightless whelp got in. I mean, Lear Game has to play the Setsu deck a lot. I mean, it is a good deck. It was won a good amount of games, but
yeah,
I don't know how it's gonna fare against.
Setsu jump on the bottom and 2 of the wolves hitting the scratch tank. That's actually huge. That's really good. Now, really good screaming scratch to deflect it, and it actually goes off.
Definitely.
Oh.
And misses the shrimps on bottom lane.
Yeah, still he dealt a lot of damage to this Milloween, but we have to remember he still has Clear Skies, and Acer sleeping on Lear Game. That BM. Oh. Shrimps again? No Shock Rock this time. Not available. But still, look at the damage it dealt.
They hurt.
They hurt a lot. That was 100 DPS. Imagine if he only had the Shock Rock. He wouldn't be needing the Clear Skies at all for himself because he would be healing Lear Game as well.
mean, this is a pretty dangerous position for a league game because, I mean, you're playing against a Milloween and it's not even perk 2 and you've lost almost half your HP. I mean, imagine what's going to happen when he reaches perk 3.
Oh, really good clear skies. It removes the rage from the wolf, and now, but look at this push. There's Setsu, 3 wolves hitting face. Acer on trouble. There's a fireball, but good black hole from Acer, but still. Now Leargame is in trouble as well. Leargame is
pressure.
Yeah, but look at Leargame as well. It's a battle on who dies first, and I think it's gonna be Acer dying first.
Yeah, Acer is he's dead.
Oh.
He's just dead.
Wow, but it was super close, man.
Yeah, like top lane there, the push they almost got Leargame. I mean, one of the deciding factors there might have been that first of all, Acer played his shrimps in a way that they were attacked, and that meant, that did probably save his face from a bit of damage, which might have been deciding if he would have won that game, but still, it could have placed them a bit differently. Also, he did miss the shock rock out of the black hole, and that I don't know if that would have been good enough to win him the game on top lane. Don't know how much DPS was on Leargame's face.
He definitely bought a lot of time with the black hole he casted on the wolves and Setsu, but still, 3 wolves are much more scarier than a whelp, a Stalnazer, and a golem. And when the black hole expired,
the 70 DPS there.
Yeah, the amount of damage it dealt. I mean, I think Acer was feeling confident that he could have won that. But when the black hole expired and he saw the real DPS, then yeah, things got scary.
I think if he would have timed the shock rock perfectly there and hit it, he might have barely had enough time to win with a top push. But that would have been insanely close.
Yeah.
In that case.
That was just brutal. That was a fun one to watch. I mean, it went down. I think great for both players. It was just a matter of seconds of timing.
But the thing now is that Leargame has used up, debatably his best deck. Like Setsu, in my opinion, might be one of Leargame's best decks here. Well, it does have Milloween, that is true.
Yeah.
But he has used up one of his stronger decks. And that might come back to haunt him. Acer still has his Milloween, and I think Acer is more than happy to just go back on the Milloween and be like, okay, last game was a fluke. It was close anyway. Yeah. And can't be confident that, okay, I still have Milloween, and that should be, not a free win, but should be a solid win once played in more than 2 minutes.
So that means Leargame cannot play his Setsu now, and he has to choose between Milo, Stormbringer, or Valko, but Acer still has his Milo and Apep available, and I think it's actually pretty safe to say he will still play either Milo or Apep. But man, this triple wolf strategy we've been seeing with Setsu is actually quite scary, because if you don't have a chopper, you're not ready for it. It's brutal.
Is Leargame the only one that's been using that strategy? I haven't seen anyone else in the tournament.
Someone else has used it. But now we see Leargame playing on Stormbringer against Acer again on the Milloween, whistling.
So yeah, I did assume correctly that Acer probably he thought I should have had the last game there. And it's like, okay, whatever. Milloween's still one of my strongest, if not my strongest deck.
Yeah, exactly.
And I should be able to bring a victory back on this and just even out the scores 1-1. And against a Stormbringer, again, we saw what happened against the Millow Stormbringer last time.
Yeah, against
we'll see how it turns out this time. Maybe Leargame can upset with his Harbinger and a bit of a different build than Deadshot's Stormbringer, but I don't know.
There's ways of killing the Harbinger if Acer still has his Howling Moon, which I don't know if he does, but if he does have it,
he does.
Okay, he can combine Howling Moon and Arcane Missiles to kill it, because Harbinger is actually quite scary against the golems. The range difference and the damage.
There's also a Whelp though.
There's also a Whelp, correct. But I don't think he really wants the Harbinger to be hitting his face at this point.
And that Whelp did not go for the Harbinger. That's not great.
Acer does have healing, but even if you do have healing, it's not like you want to take damage this badly.
Yeah, and it's lost too much this early. It's not great. And it's also XP wise, he's not ahead. He's actually a decent bit behind, not by a lot, but can quickly turn into a lot if he lets it continue.
I mean, he just defended him from that one push, and not really paying attention to the bridges has cost him a lot. It's honestly going a lot better for this Stormbringer than the last Stormbringer we saw go against Acer's Milloween. Simply because at this stage,
true.
Acer with his Milloween had double the XP than the Stormbringer. But now it just feels exactly the opposite.
That's true. This Stormbringer does seem to be way more cycle than a Deadshot Stormbringer, but I don't know. I still feel that as long as Acer can keep his Milloween just going along casually and not fuck up,
down.
then I mean, if you can just get to third perk, I think he wins. If you can't get to third perk, well, then obviously he lost.
Yeah, well, obviously. Now, there's a Golem slowly going to the variation. He gets it, but now Leargame just got his perk too, and the range difference is going to be incredible because now the Snake Droids had just stuck the Golems in place. Thankfully, Acer has the Scratillery, but that's 5 mana against 3. If you cast that every single time, you're just losing on 2 mana.
Acer does have his Arcane Missiles though that he can try to use to counter that, but that can also be blocked.
Exactly, that can also be blocked, and that's really really good for a Leargame, the fact that Acer is every single time playing Scratillery to counter it, and now we see that the EXP difference is not really going anywhere like away.
That was
it's
a really
still
good
Leargame
counter for the
as we mentioned, Howling Moon plus missiles is quite good.
I mean, Acer does have Shock Rock as well here, which he can use to try to deal with the Snake Druid as well. I mean, he has some counters or semi-counters, but he needs to use them very effectively.
Still, look at this. Acer is taking damage. Acer is on 600 HP.
But so is Leargame right now. He's taking a decent amount of damage. He's dropped 1,000 HP already.
He has 2,000 HP versus 600. As Stormbringer.
That is true. That is true.
Is Acer not playing Clear Skies? Does he not have it in?
No, I don't. No, he isn't.
Wow, that's bad. Acer has no way to heal himself, and that means the Stormbringer, which is the deck we never thought it would be one of the best for Leargames, might win this game.
Yeah, third perk is almost imminent here, and it's gonna be very, very dangerous once Stormbringer hits this perk 3.
Yeah, and a lot sooner than Acer's.
I mean, Acer needs to just get his perk 3 ASAP here. He needs to get some healthy bodies on the board and just make some pushes happen.
Yeah, he's still dealing damage to Leargame, but perk 3 just hit for Leargame, and we're now seeing the power of the pings. Yeah, we're seeing the power of the pings, though.
I mean, he needs to get those healthy golems up so they can tank for Acer's Milloween here. Because if not, Stormbringer is just going to ping away.
Yeah. Thing is, Leargame also needs to be careful to not take damage from Acer, as it's been doing in the past minute from the wolves.
Oh, that black hole though, I don't know.
Oh, look!
Face.
He's forced to play the Shock Rock to not have the Harbinger attack his face, otherwise he would be in 200 health right now.
Wait, what burn does Leargame have? Does he have any burn spells?
He has no burning spells.
Okay. This is gonna be very, very tight here. Third perk is in for Acer, so he does have some bodies on the board. If he gets one good push in, then Leargame is dead. But if Acer doesn't defend perfectly, then... And he's also dead.
I think that Morgul might hit face with a roar. Okay, it doesn't.
And he has Black Hole. He does a Black Hole for the Harbinger. Is he gonna use it? It is. Okay. That means that 10
but look at
the
golem. Look
is
at the golem, it's hurting.
It's hurting a lot.
But Acer does have burn damage. He has Arcane Missiles and he has the Scratillery. Both players on 200 HP.
If this is very... I mean, I think Acer has this. I think Acer has this.
Here it comes.
He does have Shock Rock as well, and missiles in hand now.
Missiles and another spell will win.
Xiaolong did block it, but did cost him the Xiaolong, and he does have Black Hole as well. I mean, it just needs... The Scratillery is gonna be in hand after he plays another card. It is in hand now, and it's gonna have mana for it just now, which is gonna be enough, I'm pretty sure.
Wait. It's not!
One of them missed, but Shock Rock.
Shock Rock wins it.
One of the Scrats missed the target, they didn't home in enough there. But yeah, that was, oof.
That
was almost a disaster.
almost. So
if he would have lost 2 games in a row with Milloween, that would have been a bad start.
I mean, it could have happened if he only had if he didn't remove his spells. Well, at least one of them. If one of his spells was in, then it was over.
I mean, that not having Clear Skies there is an interesting choice. Very interesting choice. I mean, you don't really see Clear Skies Milloween without Clear Skies often, you know?
I mean, and it paid off. It paid off, but it was risky. It was very risky.
Yeah, that was nail biting. I mean, just a single tiny push from Stormbringer there, or just, I mean, when he black holed his own minions and Lear Games minions earlier there, Stormbringer hit face like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
If he would have done that again, he would have been dead probably.
That is this is rough because he still has his Stormbringer now, but now Acer has APEP as well. So I'm guessing he's gonna go for the APEP this time.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go. I mean, I think Acer I mean, as you said earlier, he sort of realized that, okay, I'm not really gonna start on my Setsu. I think I'm just gonna start with my strong decks to sort of set a precedent and be like, okay, I'm gonna just win the first games. I mean, even though we lost his first game with the Milo due to that really intense push with the Setsu from Lear Game. Now Lear Game doesn't have his Setsu anymore, and I think, I mean, even if Lear Game goes for his Milloween, if it switches out the XP Shrine or not, I think the APEP is going to be very competitive against all the decks that Lear Game has left.
Yeah. So, let's see. Here comes Stormbringer versus APEP.
Yeah, and also note that I mean, it's probably going to be a Harbinger still for the Stormbringer here for the Lear Game, but he does not have Black Hole at all.
Yeah.
Which means the Magma Storm, which I imagine Acer has, which he does, can do a lot of damage to different units here. Especially the Harbinger would be a hard counter in this case. If it hits. Haha.
Yeah. Okay, so it's important to see what Acer gets from the future present, what he gets from perk 1 and 3, but Lear Game just got his perk 1. And that global range is going to be really useful. Magma Storm.
Here comes the Meme Storm is coming, and
it is going to kill it. Okay. It is going to kill it.
If that would have missed, I would have called hacks a little bit.
A little bit of RNG hacks. Is that a free stint from perk 1?
Was, as I didn't see. Oh, wait, no.
Because it might have been.
That is a free Scrat Pack, sir.
Free Scrat Pack.
So that's, which is good for Bridge Grab at least. I mean, it's not bad to have splitting minions. Also a good sort of Harbinger target.
Yeah.
Sort of occupies time. But I mean, don't think Harbinger is gonna do anything in this matchup. Please don't say that's in range. Okay. But yeah,
Almost.
I mean, that Bounty Sniper can get a lot of value in this game as well. I mean, I feel like Acer will have the advantage in this game.
But he still didn't
That's
play
Sniper,
the future present.
Does he not have it in the deck? He might not actually have it. Wait.
He didn't play it?
I don't... Wait. He didn't play the present, right? Because I haven't seen it in this deck.
Me neither. I haven't seen him play it.
So if he didn't play, which I'm pretty sure he did not, he does not have the present in his deck, so he changed it out for something here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Wait,
well,
he changed it out.
He did sideboard.
Changed it for the Screamer?
Yeah.
No, wait.
He sideboard in
Wait, no, he did.
He what?
Because, yeah, as a free stint and free Scrat Pack.
Oh,
so
okay, so the stint was free. You scared me.
Yeah, well, I mean, he also has a stint in his deck, so I thought that was just that stint.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess he took out that stint.
Yeah. I knew
he took out that
stint,
and then... So, okay, never mind. All these cards, I'm confused, okay? It's hard.
I know. It is fine. But here comes another Bounty Sniper, and that's going to be a hit on...
1 XP. I mean, look at the XP lead for Acer now. Over 20 XP lead. And if this continues, keeping both bridges and getting Sniper XP, Like, just look at him. He's homing in. Never mind. He's homing in still.
He will kill it. Hey, he keeps the bridge. I mean, it will continue because while the match progresses, not only the mana pool generates faster, but he also has the free cards, and he will get a free card from perk 3. So
yeah, I mean, the
difference will
once he gets perk 3,
get bigger.
The value is going to be insane for Acer here because he's going to have perk 3 way before Lear Game does, and it's as long as he doesn't get like a really bad. I mean, if he gets a ghost, he'll probably be sad. But most forecasts here will be good for him.
I mean, getting a ghost, which I want to predict he gets a ghost.
We got some shrimps.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. See, he has a warrior. It's just gonna die incredibly fast. That magma storm is gonna kill. Okay, it does.
Perfect.
Ooh, with the last
Calculated.
one.
Calculated,
Calculated,
sir. Never worried.
Scary, man.
But that bounty. I mean, the bounty sniper has done so much work in all these games.
And it will get another hit.
There's XP.
It will get
and
another
one.
Okay.
Up.
Close.
Spoke too soon.
And another one. But here comes a new one. And it gets
Another
a kill.
one? Don't kill it.
And it will get a kill on one of the archers. Well, never mind.
So we speak too soon, I feel.
Yeah,
But,
I think we're
nope,
jinxing
they
it.
died.
See the XP difference? Now it's 50. It was 20, it's 50 now. And it's gonna get
even,
worse.
Even if Lear Game manages to hold off these valuable, like this sort of really good value pushes, Mana Frenzy for Acer is gonna be incoming in like, well, I don't know, like 30 seconds. At this rate, he has 2 snipers pewing away, getting XP after XP, and he has both bridges a lot of the time right now. He's only 15 XP away, 14. XP is insane, 13.
Here comes Magma Storm. It might even kill everything. Yeah, it gets rid of everything. And
But
now Sniper's
I
hitting as well. He's about to get Mana
XP,
Frenzy.
3.
Look, 80 EXP difference. I told you it was gonna get worse. He gets
And
Mana
that's
Frenzy.
GG.
He got Mana Frenzy before Lear Game got perk 3. Mana
That
Frenzy
is going
in
to be
5
GG.
minutes and 30 seconds.
That's probably a new record on the tournament circuit at least, and I don't think there's any way Lear Game can counter
Yeah,
it.
definitely no way. The spam of things is just gonna be disgusting, and there's now 2 snipers, 3 bounty snipers on the field, as well as having both
The
bridges. Lear Game is
train is coming.
Lear Game is dead.
Where's the meme storm? Not okay. Not gonna play it. Okay.
Lear Game goes down, and
Yeah.
that brings us to
So-
a 2-1 score lead for Acer.
So I mean, I think Acer's plan has. I mean, obviously the first game was a bit of a fluke. It's like, shit, didn't completely work out the way I wanted it to, but did get Lear Games set out of the way. And after that, it's like, okay, got one win with my Milloween, happy. Got my second win with my APEP, happy. Now I have my 2 remaining decks. He's probably gonna go for the Setsu. I'm gonna guess again, and then he'll probably feel fairly confident, like, okay, I have the edge, I have the advantage here. It's Lear Game that's up against the ropes.
Yeah. Man, this is really rough. Lear Game could have won with his Stormbringer against the Milloween. He could be playing something else. I bet you the mental state of Acer wouldn't be the same if this was 2-1 instead of 1-2. So I feel like Lear Game had a little bad decision making when it came to the sideboard on his second game. The one, it was Stormbringer versus the Milloween.
I mean, I'm also just, I don't know, I mean, like, I think that Lear Game could have been way better off in that game. If he had Black Hole in his sideboard, it could have been so much better. Like, just having a Black Hole there for the Harbinger in that case, so good, so valuable. But fortunately not.
Yeah, but I don't know. We're going. Oh, we're on our way to game 4.
This is gonna be a Milloween. Wait.
Milloween from Lear
I don't
Game?
know.
Oh, it's Valko from
I would.
Lear Game.
Showtime! Let's go.
So Valko on Lear Game and Setsu on Asa. Now, this is gonna be quite of an interesting matchup because I feel like Acer, I feel like Setsu might be a lot stronger. But I don't know, man. Oh, good fireball. Balco taking some merely damage. Now... Perk 1 for Lear Game, as well as Perk 1 for Acer. Both hit it at the same time. And the top bridge is the one who's going to be contested. Setsu drops on face. And that's a good shock rock, but still can't remove one of the Petal Scraps. But that's a good amount of damage though by Setsu. That's pretty much 2 full clips. Now, Setsu struggling, taking damage from Cursebearer and a few other units. Bottom bridge contested. Setsu jumping on the top bridge. So, here we go. Setsu chipping away. Good fireball. Gets those Marines. As well as some phase damage. Setsu reloading, can hit a shot. 2. There we go. And now goes down to Balco. Slight XP difference. It's Lear Game on 10 difference. Ahead on Acer now. Oh. Setsu dropped on Balco, but Cleaver instant response to it. And now, top bridge. Again, on the blue side. Perk 2 hit by Balco. That's Burn the Bridge now available. We're gonna see if he can actually put a lot of value into it. He decides to burn a Morgul and a few Swarmers next to him, but maybe not the best target to burn. Perk 2 now hit by Acer. And Setsu might be jumping to top bridge. It's not, it's jumping to face. Cleaver now in response to Setsu, but it does take some HP away from Lear Game. It's about to hit the 1000 HP mark, and man. Now Acer taking damage from the firebolts. Cleaver hits face. That's something Acer does not want. It might even hit again. But really good Screaming Scrap to deflect it, and now that Cleaver's dead. Setsu jumping. He has to jump to top bridge, but it's not. It's jumping to face. Lear Game has no Cleaver now in hand. He's trying to cycle for it. Setsu reloads with a spell, as well as shocking Balco. 700 HP for Lear Game, and he's trying to get top bridge. He needs to get some damage into Acer, but he's struggling. He's trying not to die first. Good dagger fall. He needs to take the top bridge. There he goes. Screaming's trying to take it. And jump on Volko's face, I'm guessing. It goes. There's Cleaver to respond, but unfortunately, Setsu's not targeting face. Good fireball, though. It does not hit face. That's a really rough mistake. That's 170 HP he could have taken away from Lear Game, but now it's Lear Game the one pressuring Acer. Cleaver and fireballs coming all the way. Now 500 HP for Acer. Perk 3 on Volko. It's not really going to help much, but Acer needs to keep that bridge at all costs. He can't lose it. Here comes Setsu again to face, but Cleaver is now available. He just plays it. Gets rid of it. 500 HP for both players. Fireballs coming out. He just needs a few more to tie the series. Here comes the Cleaver. Fireballs. Just 3 more fireballs would do it. He needs mana. He doesn't have enough to throw another fireball. But 60 HP, and the Dragon Whoop does it. Lear Game ties the series. He's not giving up yet. But his Volko is eliminated. Wow, what a game. That was quite good. So, Lear Game's Volko is out. But now it's gonna be rough just because Discord went down and there's no way to communicate with players. I feel like, I don't know. We're just gonna try to see if players can actually see, because Discord's down for some people, not for everyone. So, anyways, Lear Game can only play Stormbringer or Milloween, and Acer can only play Valko and Setsu. And that's the series tied 2-2 in the grand finals. Although if Acer wins, that means we have a bracket reset and we're on to another best of 5. But again, Lear Game is not going down without a fight. He wants to close this set now. But man, we're on to game 5. Some panic plays going on in that last game. It could have went the other way. I feel like Acer could have dealt the damage he needed. But now on to game 5. Waiting on the players to sideboard. Wait, we're gonna do the following because there's a way to actually get this done. We're gonna find the ways. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the bad thing about Discord going down is that the players can't really see their opponent's deck lists, and it's kind of a bug. Okay, wait. Discord's coming back. But we apologize for the issue, and hopefully we can get our second caster back in the game. But here we go. We are on to game 5 now. And Lear Game is going all in with his Milo. And Acer is on Setsu. So both players using bridge buddies to take the bridges, but it's Lear Game who keeps them for a little bit longer. 10 XP for both players. And there's one bridge for each player. Dragon Whelp might go even down to the stint. It will go down to the stint. Really good dagger fought to get rid of the flightless dragons, but one of them will take the bottom bridge. Setsu's gonna come down, most likely to face. It does. But Stun Lancers to reply. And good Fireball. It does connect to face as well. Howling Moon dropped his defense. And there's a Nilu Cleaver hitting Acer in the face, so that's no damage dealt to him. Still, Lear Game does have healing in his deck. But he took 1200 damage, which is quite a lot. Illusory Cleaver dropped on the bottom bridge. And here comes Arcane Golem at the top. Slightly. Oh, here comes Setsu. It's gonna drop. Not on the bottom bridge, but on face. Trying to deal as much damage as possible. Good Fireball to get rid of the flightless dragons. But at the same time, dealing damage to Milloween's face. Still, the Arcane Golem is slowly marching. Lear Game uses Clear Skies to heal himself because no other minions need healing on the field. Shock Rock onto Setsu to prevent it from reloading. Arcane Golem going off its face. But it's now going to go down to the Swarm. But not before dealing some damage. Setsu going to face again. Thrown. Oh, but what a great fireball. Not only kills the Arcane Golem, but the Flightless Dragons that were trying to kill Setsu. And now Leargame is almost below the 1000 HP mark. And this is really rough for Leargame. Acer's trying to lock this set up with Setsu. And now both players trying to get perk 3. It's going to be way more helpful for Acer in this situation. The damage he's been dealing. He jumps on the face. Arcane Golem drop to defend, plus the Arcane Missiles. Good Fireball still lands on face and the Arcane Golem. And now the Arcane Golem is slowly trying to build up stacks. The XP difference is not really huge, so... A little bit of a misplay, though, from Leargame. He heals when he knows the Setsu is coming. When he should be wasting his mana on killing it. Still, Acer doing great job with fireballs. But Setsu is now struggling with both Arcane Missiles and the defensive cards. Now... Setsu, again, dropped. Most likely on a face. Leargame is struggling. He finds the Arcane Missiles, but Leargame is taking a lot of damage. But now Acer is the one under pressure. There's a Golem, there's 3 Flightless Dragons and a Dragon Whelp on face. Morgul to push them away, but now there's a second Arcane Golem. All Leargame side of the field. Setsu dropped, again on face. Trying to close it out. Leargame about to hit his perk 3. Good Fireball to hit face. A Dragon Whelp and face. Leargame on trouble. He's reloading Setsu. He has no Clear Skies. He now will have Clear Skies, but that was brutal amount of damage. Acer's now taking damage, but Leargame is doing way worse. He's in a way worse situation. Arcane Missiles dropped on face. He's not going to wait for the Setsu this time. He knows. Acer's about to hit perk 3. Another Setsu's dropped on face. But Acer's taking damage and Leargame might be done. Oh! This is the tournament. Leargame won the tournament with 15 HP left. And that was quite an interesting finish. I honestly thought Acer was going to win that game, but Leargame